So good morning, everybody, and you guys are welcome to Digital Witch IT Support Community. This is I'm officially welcoming you guys today and also welcoming you guys to September, Mba month, and so on and so forth. And I always say this to my students. Before we get started, I'm going to introduce myself, introduce what we do and what is expected of every one of you in this class. At least, like I keep saying, my only goal is to ensure that every one of us are driving success. As long as we are all driving success, I'm cool. However, you can only help me to help you. I won't be able to force you to do any of the things I'm going to ask you to do. My job is to teach you, to provide needed support, and carry you guys along as much as I can, but there is a limit to what I can do or I can help you achieve. So, my name is Equitos now. You can call me Equitos, and my students call me Lemonade. Some people call me Digital Witch, but when you call me Equitos, I kind of know that we are really, or you know me. Equitos is my favorite name, right? So, and I studied literature in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So, in case you feel like this class is not for you because you are not a science student or you didn't study computer science, remember, say the person where they teach you is not a science student either. She's a what? A literature student. And when you talk about literature, I think literature is one of the hearts, heart of the humanities. Meaning when you come to arts, it's like we are at the top, right? So nothing concerns me and science. Even though I did a little bit of science in secondary school. But I'm just trying to tell you, I didn't study computer science, I didn't study engineering, I didn't study anything that has to do with computer. So when you think you're exhausted or you don't know where to start, remember, I'm here, but I didn't study any of that. Then I'm a DevOps engineer by profession and also a customer success manager. So these are the two jobs I currently do. My two full-time jobs is being a DevOps engineer and also a customer success manager. And a teacher on the side, because teaching is like I actually studied a bit of education in school. So if I'm teaching, that means I'm apparently doing my profession, like what I studied in school, right? So moving forward, joining the class is going to last for 4 weeks, meaning that it's going to be 3 times in a week, Tuesday, Saturdays, and Thursdays. And the classes are also recorded, meaning that you don't need to worry if you miss any live section. The class is going to be recorded for everybody. The only way you will not get the recorded class is if you did not submit your Gmail as requested. I remember I shared the form and I asked everybody to fill in that form using a Gmail and made sure that I wrote it out. I did not say Yahoo, Hot email. I said Gmail. So if you don't have a Gmail, you're expected to create one and use that one to fill in the form. And if you have not filled the form, I'm still going to reshare the form tonight. Now, this is how the class works. The WhatsApp group you are on is not where we run our class. This is for those that will be like, oh, there are so many chats. I'm exhausted. I want to leave the group. The group is noisy. Especially today, that group is going to be very noisy, at least for the first 2 days or 3 days. Do you know why? Because most of you, this is your first time of being here or learning something like this, and you are going to experience a lot of setback. You are going to experience a lot of bridges, like some of you are lost. Even in today's class, some of you are going to be floating. But the idea is, before the end of this week or the week we are entering, you'll be good. It's not like we are going to be the best, but you are going to start having a hand-on on what we are doing. Ask all my students. I have students who join this community without knowing how to press a laptop. But as I speak, some of them earn more than ₦1 million monthly. I can share their details with you guys. Most of you here, like someone like Progress, know some of them already because she's in one of their group now, right? So there is nothing you cannot achieve here, but whatever you are going to achieve is totally dependent on you. Equitas don't give a job. Equitas don't guarantee you getting a job. Equitas don't apply for job for you or attend interview for you. So what does Equitas do? My responsibility is to teach you. Your responsibility is to make sure you are learning, you are exploring, and you are doing what? Achieving success. Whatever you achieve with whatever we are doing here today is totally dependent on your efforts. I am not guaranteeing you jobs. I am not giving you jobs either, even though I recommend my students. But there is no guarantee that you are going to be the person or one of the people I will recommend, because when I want to recommend, I recommend my top students. And if I don't get that vibe from you, there is no way I won't remember your name, right? So the truth is, some of you might get job even before your class ends. Some people will take a while, some people, but all of that totally depends on you. Because what waiting I did teach, person will get 2, 3, 4 jobs is the same thing I'm going to teach you, right? So the difference is your own learning pattern or the way you assimilate. Now, the group itself, tonight I'm going to create another group, and the group is going to be called Updates Group. And that group, the only people who will be able to access that group is me and some other co-admins. So those co-admins, their job is to do what? To share important information. So when somebody share information or updates in the main group, remember the main group, everybody can chat. Once the group is open, everybody can talk, and that is going to make it to be clouded with a lot of information. So what do? The co-admins will move every important information from the main group to the where? To the update group. Do you understand? So every important information shared in the main group, the co-admin will do well to forward them to the update group. Then your assignment, you submit your assignment to the co-admins. When you submit your assignment to the co-admins, they will be the one to forward it to the update group. Those assignments we are giving, you are expected to work on them and submit it. I'm going to teach you guys how we submit our assignments. So you are going to make sure that you follow the process and submit your assignment to the co-admin. For now, I have not introduced my co-admins to you guys. I'm going to still pick more co-admins from among you guys. So when I announce, I'm going to announce it to the group, and those interested will reach out to me. Please don't reach out to me if I did not announce it. I just need 3 people or 4 people to add to the people I already have. So if I did not announce, I don't want to see anybody in my DM. Then again, there is no classicism in my community. There is no tribe, whatever in my community. We don't do politics. We can chat, have other kind of conversation, but we don't talk politics. We don't talk tribe. We don't talk religion. Please remember to keep to this. Then for that updates group, everybody is expected to join. If you don't want to join, we are not going to force you. But for your own good, especially those who are always busy, in case you come back, you'll be like, oh, the main group is, there are so many information, there are so many unnecessary chat. How do I cope? So the idea is that everybody join the updates group. That way, there is no chat happening in the updates group. The only thing you are going to see is assignments or maybe important updates. And those assignments, it's not just about you. The assignment is for everybody. So if Equitor submit assignment, it's expected that you read it. Don't read only your assignment, because from the assignment, you are also learning what we are doing. People are summarizing what we do. We have some people, we have few people that have hearing challenge, and they also learn using this assignment because we tend to summarize everything and they can read and understand. So, and our assignments, we don't expect you to go on Google, copy and paste. We want you to summarize what we teach every day. So, make your own researches, do your own thing, explore. And another way to succeed here is that you're going to be willing to, to explore. You're not going to depend on what we teach. You're going to make Google your friend, make YouTube your friend, play around it. Some people even stop being so busy on social media for the sake of, for the next 1 month. It's not like you're not going to be, because myself, I use social media to cool off. So, but what I'm saying is that you are going to make Google your friend, make YouTube your friend. Everything you hear, in case you are confused, you first of all Google it. Don't go to YouTube first. If I say something and you don't understand it, the first thing you should do is Google it and have a background idea of what the term is. Then when you understand it or have a background idea, then you can now click. I'm going to show you guys what I'm saying. So for instance, if I'm searching for, let's say I want to search for something, let's say I'm searching for let's say ClickUp. And I don't know what ClickUp is. And Equitas mentioned ClickUp. The best thing you expected to do is go to Google and type ClickUp. And when you type your ClickUp, you can read. You can see what my ChatGPT is saying about ClickUp. He said ClickUp is a popular project management and productivity platform that would offer a wide range of features to help teams and individuals organize and manage their work, right? So now, if I'm to go through all these things that my ChatGPT have given me, then it means that I will have at least a little background knowledge of what ClickUp is, right? So having understood that, I will now go where? Within the search button, I can now go down and click on what? Videos. Can you see video here? I need response. Can you guys see video here?
Yes, we can.
So remember,
Yes, we
remember
can.
the first thing I said, you don't go to YouTube, you don't go to videos. First of all, go search it, read about it, understand it, and when you are able to understand what it's saying, they can now do what? Click on videos. So this video part will now take you to where? We now take you to YouTube, and you now get to see where people are talking about the CRM. Do you understand the point?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So moving forward to what I was saying. So you're expected to join the updates group, get all needed information, write your assignment, submit your assignment. Don't submit your assignment to me. And like I said, in all the updates I'll be sharing, as soon as the class starts, like today, the class I've started today, you are not expected to come to my DM. You have no business in my DM. So I will appreciate it if you keep I will appreciate it if you keep to this simple rule. For every kind of support you need, you are going to get it inside the group. You can tag me, you can tag anybody, but don't come to my DM. My DM is my personal business. Don't come to my DM. Because he may come to my DM and I'm not the one handling my WhatsApp, and you may not enjoy the attention you will get. For every concern you have, as long as it has to do with this training, group is your best bet. Tag me, do anything, but don't come to my DM. I will not appreciate, especially some of you don't know boundaries. Some of you will chat me by 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I will not appreciate seeing such chats. So for any concern you have, we have to address it in the group. Why? Because even when I'm addressing it in the group, people are learning from it. That question where you get, another person will get that. And when I answer those questions in the group, those people will learn. Again, the group is going to be locked for 20 hours every day. So there is no need, I'll be busy, I don't have time to go through the group. There is, no, the group is going to be locked from 10 p.m. every day until 6 p.m. the next day. So we only have 4-hour windows. So that 4-hour windows, we are going to be addressing people's issues. If you have any concern, you post it in the group. You cannot watch the video. You cannot download anything at all that you have as a concern. We are going to do what? Address it in the group. You guys understand what I'm saying? So if you have any problem at all, you're expected to write it down. Don't come to my DM because the group is locked. No. If you have any problem, write it down so that you'll not forget. Once we open the group, you have that 4 hours to report your problem, ask for help, do anything you want to do. Once the group is locked by 10 p.m., you have to wait for the next day. Because now I don't want to hear anybody coming to me with excuses. I'm busy. I have 10 jobs. That's why I'm not following the class. Please, before you register for my class, I'm so sure you have considered your busy schedule. You have considered everything you're doing before paying. Because of course, I have never been to anybody's DM telling the person, please join my class. I've never done that before. Everybody is here actually did that out of their own accord, meaning that you already planned your activities. So what I'm saying is that even if you are busy, you don't want to participate in whatever is happening, you have 20 hours to read whatever we discuss in the group. You may not be able to pay attention to the main chat, maybe because you feel that all the messages happening in the main chat are useless. But the idea is that irrespective of how useless those messages are, there might still be sense in what some people are saying. So take your time, scan through it, at your convenience before you can now move to the update group to check if there is any important updates we shared. Then lastly, we collaborate a lot. You cannot survive here on your own. Before you survive here, you need people around you. That's why I always advocate that sometimes when you want to join this kind of community, it's always better you join with your friends or people you know, those that you can be accountable to. That is what I do all the time. Each time I want to, like I just finished my product class, and it's not like product is not my fault, it's not my field, but my girlfriend wants to do products and she needed an accountability partner. And what did she do? She had to even pay for me. She paid for me like $450. That is for the training, so that she will have me as accountability partner, because she knows me I go dey drag and make she finish the class. And that was exactly what happened. Now we have what we call accountability groups. And after today's class, when I pick my co-admins, I'm going to introduce them to you guys. And these co-admins, at least 2 of them are going to open accountability groups. Those accountability groups, they will share the link and you are expected to join the accountability groups. This is where you get help easily. Their group is not locked. But you joining the accountability group, you know what you are getting yourself into. Inside the accountability group, they are going to be organizing tutorials. Maybe after every class, they will kind of organize tutorials where you guys refresh or play around what we taught. Then you ask your question. You also learn to build rapport with your fellow students. You get to learn how to build rapport. Building rapport is learning how to be a team player, collaborating. You ask questions. Again, learn to be accountable. So when you go there, please be proactive. Some of you will give us excuse like, I'm an introvert, I don't like talking, I am shy. I want to repeat myself again. Whatever you make out of this community is totally dependent on you. If you like, be shy. If you like, don't be shy. But I was meant to understand that this is not a physical class. Nobody they see your face. Nobody cares how you look. Nobody cares about your shyness. So what I'm saying is that you are expected to benefit from the human resources. In this community or in this your class, we have lecturers, we have doctors, baristas, we have so many people. And you can't tell me that all these people are dumb. Myself, I'm going to be learning from every one of you. So open up your mind to learn, to go the extra mile, to grab as much as you can. For me to do what I'm doing at the moment, it shows that when I joined Microsoft, I was open to learning, because I felt like, oh, I'm just so lucky to be picked to pass Microsoft interview, to work with them. Because when I got there, it was as if I was the only one coming from the art background, right? So what did I do separately? I had to talk to myself and be like, Equitel, this is a school. Now school you come. I have to be very humble, and I had to learn as much as I can from every single members of my team. So now I have given you at least 1,000 people to learn from. So you have to understand that you can't survive alone. Why? Some of you believe in village people, because it's not like I don't believe in village people, but I don't believe say they too understand my jagada. I have crazy kind of person. So I don't believe my village people, they can keep up with my craziness, right? But some of you believe that your village people can. They're always by your side, try to drag you down. So if you believe in that, you may find it psychologically, any small thing in a village people, they do you. But when you are collaborating with people, when your village people are focusing on you, your friend or whomever you have made as a friend in the community might be the one to recommend you for a job. Do you understand? We do more of recommendation here. Even when you are not getting a job, somebody can recommend. I have groups that there is no single person in that group that is jobless. How did it happen? Because they know how to, collaborate, recommend each other for job, grow together, and so on and so on. So your group can also be like that. I have so many things to say, but as the class, progresses, I will keep saying them. But to close this part of the whole introduction, make sure you are making yourself available to learn. Even though you are busy, create at least 30 minutes of your day, of your time every day, to learn 1 or 2 things we are doing. The class is going to be recorded and we are going to upload it to Google Drive, and you're expected to download or make a copy for yourself and watch at your convenience. Ask questions if you need any kind of help. then you don't also need to panic. If you are doing something and you're not getting it right, don't feel like somebody is choking you or maybe you are going to be left behind. We don't leave people behind unless you do not want to be proactive. That being proactive is being active in the group, actively being involved. So if they ask you to do something and you are not getting it correctly, you need to calm down. We are here to do what? To help you. We are here to support you. We are here to make sure that everybody is carried along. So you don't need to feel like, I know they learn discipline and say, I get coconut head, like that. No, you are going to learn, but you need to calm down first. Your mind have to be relaxed so that you can learn. So if you're not doing anything, you are doing something, you're not getting the needed results, calm down, and we are going to figure out a solution together. So now we are moving to what we have to do today. So we are going to start with what is IT services. Oh my God. I'm talking to you guys, so please, I don't like people reading what I have on my slide. So when I ask you what is IT services, what is that thing that comes to your mind? I'm talking to you guys. Co-admins, I'm talking to you people. Can somebody unmute and answer this question?
I believe IT services are those services which are offered by information technology companies.
Yeah, you are right. Can somebody give us a deeper meaning?
So can I speak?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so IT services, like it's information technology services are services that aid in a company,
No,
technical services that aid workflow,
no.
that make it easy for.
Yeah, just giving us a part like workflow. Is it your Facebook? Does your Facebook make workflow easy? Like, does your Facebook have anything to do with work?
Okay, so I was actually getting to that, like, so not just Facebook, but like everything digital.
Okay.
Yeah, like it could be software aid, it could be managing the data center, it could be managing the CRM, troubleshooting it, installing it, assisting clients with being able to
Anyway,
walk through.
yeah,
Yeah.
you are going deep, right? And I love the sound of data center. Are you into cloud? Do you do cloud? Because cloud computing is my thing.
Oh, really? Okay. I actually do some coding, so sometimes I get to work with the cloud.
Okay. So,
Sorry, before you go on, I don't know, I sent you a message. Sorry for
I don't know.
interrupting.
There's no. If you send me a message, I'm in a class, so there's
Yes,
no way I'm sending.
okay, no, it was on the chat. I joined with my laptop, so I'm a co-host. I want to exit my mobile device, so I wanted you to assign co-host to me on my desktop. I've already joined, so I
What is the
want to
name?
exit. Miriam.
Miriam. Okay, so exit the other one because I can't make two co-hosts. If not, it's going to affect our audio. Have you existed? Okay. Okay, so moving forward, guys, when you buy something like I'm sure every one of us have bought something online, Abby, or even physical.
Yes,
like
thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have you bought you go to the market?
Hello, can you hear me? Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, when you go to the market, you make a purchase. You buy your handbags, you buy your shoes, you buy, let's say, wig or anything you use. Or maybe if you go to market and you buy cooking pot. I'm trying to mention general stuff. Now, when you use that cooking pot for 1 month, 2 months, can you return that cooking pot and tell them, oh, this pot I bought 2 months ago, I'll be cooking with it, but somehow I feel like it's not boiling my yam the way I want it to boil. Do we do that?
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
If you're a vendor and somebody, you sold a pot or something to somebody and the person used it after using it for like a month and 2 months without complaining, and the person return it and say something is wrong with it, what would be your reaction?
Disappointed.
I think sometimes
The shop.
I think sometimes it depends on the warranty that the item has.
I'm not talking about things that have warranty. I'm talking about things that don't have warranty. Let's say for instance,
you don't buy. You don't buy. No refund.
So now when you come to IT services are not like that. IT services, your customer, you become a partner, like a partner to that product immediately you make a purchase. For instance, someone like me, I think I joined Facebook in my first year. That was, I think, 2010. And since then, I've been on Facebook. And each time I need, maybe something is happening on my Facebook, what do? I will contact Facebook support, right? You will contact Facebook support to get needed support. Facebook cannot tell me, since I've been in our platform since 10 years, we don't have any, we don't have the responsibility to solve your problem. It doesn't work like that. Some of you are using your payment instruments, like your what is it called? Those softwares, your mobile app to do your transactions, right? I think everybody here should be able to know what is mobile app. And when you are using your mobile app to do transaction, and maybe today being Saturday, you want to do something and it still tells you we are running an upgrade or update and something, what do? Some of you will be patient to wait. But if you are trying to do it and it tells you you cannot use this thing, it's not working, what do? You still go to the bank and they will reset it for you, Abby? Or are they going to tell you you have been using this for 10 years? You don't need to, we don't do that. So when it comes to IT services, they offer, it is a product that is not just being offered, maybe you being able to access them via internet, you being able to use them for your, for your work or for your, your, like some people will say, I think my last class, somebody says chats also. It's not just only for that. It is those products that comes with support. Do you understand what I'm saying? It comes with, naturally, they come with support, they come with management. When we talk about management, it could be them giving, taking responsibility for maybe some part of the security aspect of the product. For instance, Facebook, all of our data on Facebook are kind of encrypted, Abby. If you don't give somebody access to your inbox, are they going to see what is inside?
No.
Somebody needs to hack into your account before they can see what is inside, because they are trying to secure your information. And for them to go the extra mile, they have to go the extra mile to secure your account. For instance, your Facebook or other, not just Facebook, almost all the applications I use have what we call multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor, or some people call it what do you say?
2 ways.
Some people call it two ways.
Two-factor.
Two-factor, but me, I call it, or when it comes to cloud, we call it multi-factor authentication. So what this means is that they have inbuilt a security that will allow you to, to kind of, I'm trying to remember the right words to use, to kind of authenticate your device maybe more than once before you can access your account or anything. Now, nobody's going to force you to use it. Have you seen anybody Facebook reach out and say, we are forcing you to use your multi-factor authentication to set up your account? No. You understand what I'm saying? The same way I'm saying that whatever you gain out of the class, I've made provision for you to learn, but whatever you gain from the class, it's totally dependent on you. That is how these services, we make provision for all you need, but it is left for you to do what? To activate them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm going to repeat. I can repeat myself.
Yes.
I'm going to repeat. I'm going to repeat everything I said.
Can you repeat, please?
I already said I'm repeating myself. I said, the second person that defined IT have given us an overview of what IT services are. Your information technology, the products they offer. When we talk about products, we talk about tangible products, like things you see. We also talk about services, those things that they do that is not tangible. Those are their services that they can also provide for you, right? So now, having defined all what that means, we are not saying there are unique features that separate those IT services from the other products and services you know or you are used to, like you making a purchase and all of that, all those physical products you use. There's something that separates them from IT services. And one of those things is what is support. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the one of them is support, meaning that if you buy an IT services, as long as you are still using that product, you are entitled to what? To get help. You are entitled to, uninstall and reinstall your app and upgrade and update all those stuff they are releasing. You are entitled to them until you decided to stop using the products. Do you understand? They also try to manage some aspects of these services they provide. For instance, no be you they upgrade or update your banking app. Do you upgrade your mobile app yourself? Maybe when they want to release an upgrade version, are you the one that releases the upgrade version? No.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The bank does that, and sometimes they will send you an update and ask you to update your app. So they have taken that away from your end. Then going a little bit deeper, I also said that this allows customers to use information technology without managing complexities such as maintenance. And that maintenance is just what I just said. You are using your app, you are using your whatever, but when it's time for them to upgrade to try to, okay, like I have a website and currently they are trying to revamp the website, change a lot of stuff. So now it is not the responsibility of the users to do that. I'm doing that on their behalf. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Then for the security aspect, I used multi-factor authentication as example. For instance, me personally, I'm using my experience. My WhatsApp was hacked sometime 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And each time I think about it, I feel like I was jazzed. I don't know how to explain that feeling. Like, then I used to do a lot of stuff online. I'm applying for one meetup or I'm applying for one course. Like I'm always doing something online. So I think that evening I saw an Azure. Azure is Microsoft cloud computing platform. So I saw Azure meetup. I said, let me apply. Let me know if I will partake in the meetup. So after applying, after like maybe 2 hours later, somebody reached out to me via SMS that they saw that I'm applying for a meetup and I need to secure my seat, or they need to help me secure my seat before all seats or slots are taken, that I will get a code, that I should send that code, that the code is going to be used to. Because I was applying for something and that meeting is actually very important to me and what I was doing at the time, I had to send the code. And immediately I sent that code, I realized that I fucked up. Like, it's just as if immediately I sent it, my eyes cleared. You understand? And I rushed to my WhatsApp and my WhatsApp is locked out. I rushed this place and all the group I was in, I've not started Digital Witch then. So all the group I was in, people started complaining because somebody hacked your account. And what did I do? I had to uninstall my WhatsApp and install it again. And that was how I was able to solve the problem. And I had to go ahead to add what? Multi-factor authentication. So at the moment, in case you are seeing me trying to log into something and I'm struggling, I have to go to my phone. I have to go to my Google, password manager and so on and so forth. It's because almost everything I use currently have multi-factor authentication. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So these are the security aspects that these services have provided for you. Some of them, they also tell you that your information is encrypted, meaning that it is kind of locked. It's not everybody that will have access to it. Now, we also talk about scalability. Scalability is that process that you, as a user, can be able to scale up the package you are using and also scale it down. I'm going to explain. Everybody here, or let's say at least 80% of people we have in this class uses data, right? Like they use MTN, like data plan. Some of you use GoTV. Some of you use what is the name of the other one? DSTV, right? Some of you use Glo, MTN. All these things are packages. So now, if we want to scale up, let's say you are your GoTV or DSTV, you're always on that small plan. Maybe is it Yaga or be what? I don't know. I can't remember. But let's say you're on this small plan, but something happened. Now they are showcasing Big Brother like Niger, and the plan you are currently on doesn't show Big Brother Niger. So what do?
Change your plan.
You are going to upgrade. You are going to scale up.
Upgrade.
Exactly. You scale up. You are going to upgrade your plan so that you can be able to access Big Brother. But if Brother is your only concern, after Big Brother might have ended, what do? You scale down. You go back to your, like some of you in this class, maybe before you join this class, the only data way they use now 500. But because the part you have joined Digital Witch, you are going to be scaling up. You can't help it. So you are expected to scale up your data usage. And when we are done with the live section, the training and all of that, you can now go back to your normal daily plan. Do you understand? So this is how it also works here. And these things I'm mentioning, these are some of the things you are going to be doing as part of your job. Imagine if you're a support person. Okay, like most of our students work in a company where they support software. Some of them support the software as a virtual assistant, as a customer support, and as an appointment setter. And when these things happen, it may be a responsibility. Like there's a job I'm currently interviewing, like they're currently interviewing me for the job, is a role of customer support manager. And some of the things we keep talking about is scaling up, scaling down. How do you manage the billing aspect of the product? How do you manage hiking charges and all of that? And all these things has to do with scalability. Do you understand? Because if you scale up the subscription you are using, it means that it's going to hike your charge. Abi?
Yes.
And if you scale down, it's going to do what? Reduce the amount of money you are spending. So you need to take your time and learn how these things are kind of interconnected when you are going to be working with customers. Then we also talk about resilience. So some of these things also get to last for a very long time. Then the other part that is going to take much of our time is the SLA part. So I said, IT service may be offered by internal teams. You know what is internal? Or external partners. You know what is internal teams?
Yes.
What is internal teams? Let's talk.
Within a company organization.
Okay, yeah. So now I'm going to be using Microsoft as example because I worked there for more than 3 years, and most of my experience, like concrete experience that you guys can relate to, is from Microsoft. So now, when I was with Microsoft, most of the tools we use are built by Microsoft. Do you understand what I'm saying? You will not be working for Microsoft, for instance, and you want to have this type of meeting we are having, and you will go and be using Zoom, while Microsoft has Microsoft Teams. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? You cannot be working with Microsoft and you want to go and use HubSpot, Zendesk for their customer support when they have their own called Service Desk and Rave, or they have CMAT. Like these are tools that they have internally, like it is their own. Other companies don't use it; they just have to create it for themselves. CMAT is their internal tool. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, other time, companies also do what we have, third-party integrations. Third-party means that they can partner with third parties. Like, okay, let's say you are using Facebook, and Facebook recently acquired WhatsApp, Abi. So, and WhatsApp, somehow, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, right, Abi? Are owned by one person. And when these three children of one company decide to do one of their stuff, it is called internal team, right? However, if they decide to, let's say, we want to do a collaboration between social medias, and they decided to create something that has to include TikTok, Twitter, what else again? I don't know. Like I'm talking about maybe social medias, LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn and so on and so forth. So it is now called what? External partners. They are bringing people who are not within the same domain to work with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or they are selling their
Yes.
products to other people who are not, like for instance, there are some companies you work for, you cannot even send common email address outside the company. I hope you know. They are going to block all the domains apart from their own. So the only way, who is this person? Zoba. So the only way, who is this person? Please kindly mute yourself. Keniku. So the only way you can communicate using their emailing system is when the person you are talking to is from the same company. I don't know if I've experienced that before, but if people like Microsoft, that is what we do. You cannot communicate outside anybody that don't have VDash. You must have a Microsoft email before you can communicate. If not, the email is going to return back to you, or even if the person is going to get it, it's going to go where? To their spam inbox. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the person is going to
Yes.
get, for instance, me and you are my friend and I'm working for Microsoft and you called me, Equitos, can you send me this information? And I'm inside. So it means that if I want to send it to you, I'm going to use my Microsoft domain email, right? Now,
Yes.
you are not working with Microsoft. If I send that email to you from my Microsoft email, you will not get it. It's going to return an error that the email bounced. Do you understand? Now,
Okay.
even if you did not return the error and you get it, it means that you are going to get it where? In your spam inbox, not your direct inbox messages. Do you understand? Because your domain have been blocked from Equitos or Microsoft end, meaning that the only communication we are supporting is what? Internal communication, and external is not allowed. Now, talking about, they say the typically offer help desk for support and an SLA. This SLA is, let's say, one of the most important things we are going to talk about today, because some people lose their job from this part. In fact, when I started working as a support, I can't count how many of my team members that were laid off because of SLA. Now, I'm going to explain what SLA does, or what it means to companies or to a company, right? So now, SLA, the full meaning is what? Service level agreements, right? So when you remember, that IT services are products, right? So it's a company that, like Facebook created, Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook. So Facebook is a product that he's offering to us to use it for our social media needs and all that. Do you understand? So now, if hadn't been Facebook have enterprise customers, I don't know if you know, enterprise customers are the big guys. Me and you are using the Facebook for nothing. I'm assuming maybe there's another kind package that people can, use on Facebook to do one or two businesses, or let's forget about Facebook. Let's talk about products. I work for a company that we are into virtual event, and we have our enterprise customers. So enterprise customers, even those are not enterprise, let's just say all our customers, we go into what we call service level agreement. Many companies, especially foreign companies, go into this agreement with all their customers. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this agreement will state something like this. Okay, let me use Microsoft agreement for example. Microsoft will tell their customer that if you are using our products, which is Azure, we are guaranteeing you 99.9 service level agreement. The meaning of the 99.9 is that no matter what happens, Microsoft is assuring you that your business will not go down, that you are not going to lose your data, that you are not going to experience downtime. And if this thing happens, we are going to be responsible for it. We are going to pay you. We are going to refund you any amount of money you spend. We are going to either pay you in cash or in credit, depending where the money or how that amount was spent. Do you understand? So they are going to be take ownership of any problem you are having within that downtime. So what did Microsoft do to mitigate this issue? They had to build so many data centers called Force Domain. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what will happen is that if Equitos as a businesswoman is using Microsoft Azure, and Microsoft have guaranteed me that I'm not going to experience any downtime. What Microsoft will do is that all my resources, all my data that is in Nsukka, Microsoft will divide it, we duplicate it into 3. They will keep one in Nsukka, they will keep one in Lagos, and they will keep one in Abuja, for instance. Or they will keep one in Nsukka, keep one in US, keep one in another continent, let's say Korea. Do you understand? So now, if Equitas is using their products online, remember everything you are doing online, they are being saved somewhere. There's a data center that save all your data. When you want to pull online, you just send your communication or your chat or your command, and it's going to pull your data from somewhere. So now let's assume that the data center is in Lagos and fire catch. Fire went and should I say fire start burning the data center. It means that everything in the data center is destroyed, right? But what Microsoft is telling you, as that Lagos data center is burning, the fault domain automatically switch to another location. Do you understand? So you will skip having the same level of experience. You will not even know that one data center is burning, because there is no way there are 3 data centers we burn. Do you get? And even in that data center, they will still divide your resources, duplicate your resources into, some of them they will duplicate into geopolitical or whatever zone. Like within Lagos, they will have 3 places, 3 local government centers. They will keep it just to make sure that you don't experience the downtime. Now, when you as a support is also working, we also attach SLA to the support level. Like when somebody is having issues, I cannot use my banking app. And let's say we are talking about Paystack, and you are running a business, and Paystack is integrated into your payment channel, right? And people want to pay for your product, and people cannot pay. Now you reach out to Paystack, and the agreement that Paystack had with you is that once you have issues, it's going to take us nothing less than 1 hour to respond to you, or we are going to fix it in 1 hour or 2 hours. Now you are having issues and you contacted Paystack, and Paystack is not even picking, or they are not even replying to your chat. Remember, they agreed that their SNA is 1 hour, Abby? So what it means is that after 1 hour, 2 hours, you can sue Paystack or ask them for what? You ask them for refund. So now what are they going to do? They are going to calculate that 2 hours. What's like the damage that they cost? Is it that they are going to pay for the damage? If it's for Microsoft, what Microsoft will do is that they will give you what we call SLA credits. SLA credits is that for that period, we are going to give you a certain amount of credits that will cover for everything you lost. Do you understand? So if, let's say, at the end of the month, you are being charged $30, we are going to calculate within that period you're experiencing that time, what did you incur? Anything you incurred within that period, we are going to do what? We are going to waive it off. Waiving off is that we are not paying for that part. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, as a support person, it is your responsibility to make sure that these things doesn't happen. So let me explain again. If you are using Facebook and you're having issues, is it Mark Zuckerberg that will come and talk to you or say, oh, so sorry, we're having a downtime, we apologize for your experience? It is not Mark Zuckerberg. We don't even know him. We only know him on pictures, right? So it is the responsibility of the support team, which most of you are going to end up being a support team member like me. So it is the responsibility of the support team to make sure that they meet the SLA time, meaning that you don't keep the customer waiting. You don't, because of course I've been with when I was with Microsoft, I had a colleague that after they calculated the SLA damages, it was around $200 and something thousand. I have never heard about such a thing before. But these are big companies there are big companies in this life that are making thousands every day. Do you understand? So when they calculated the SLA, everything, and Microsoft, they are very good when it comes to refunding, waive off, and so on. But it is so sad that this thing can be avoided if the support agent did what he was expected to do. So now it is your job when you join a company. Every single company I've worked for have their SLA. So when you join a company, one of the things you're going to ask them during your onboarding process is, can they tell you their SLA policy. You need to understand it, because if you don't, some people don't even last in a company for 1 month because of SLA, because you can't keep missing SLA. Because if you keep missing SLA, it means that you are what? You are wasting their money, because you don't know the level of agreements they have with their customers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
SLA is, what I'm saying is summary, that SLA is somehow tied to your KPI. Your KPI is your key performance indicator, meaning that this is what shows that you are doing well, you are not doing well, you are driving the company to success, you are dragging the company down. So how can all this be measured? The metrics that is part of the measurement is your SLA. How quick were you able to solve the problem? How happy is the customer? Did you finish solving this problem and the customer is happy, or the customer is upset with the way you handle the problem? So all these things are what make up your KPI matrix. Then moving forward, I said you're going to take your time after today's class and explore SLA. You need to understand it. Like I said, the first thing you need to do is come here, go online and type something like, what is SLA? Understand what it is and how it works, and you can see it here. SLA, service level agreement, is a formal contract or agreement between a service provider and a customer that outlines the level of services and support. Do you see it here? And support the customer can expect to receive. Do you guys see it?
Yes.
Can you see service matrix, service scope?
Yes.
So
Yes.
when we talk about the service scope, you can also see here the KPI, what I said about KPI, key performance indicator. So when we talk about the service scope, is the same thing I said. When I was introduced Digital Witch, I said Equitas do this one, or Digital Witch we do this one, but Digital Witch is not responsible for this one. So I'm setting what we call scope. So what it means that Equitas will teach you, Equitas will provide needed support, Equitas we answer everything you have to ask, but Equitas will not give you job. So there is a limit to what Equitas can do. Do you understand what I'm saying? A doctor can help save life or can help treat malaria, but a doctor cannot wake the dead. So if we come back here and decide to check what we have, let's see it here. Let's say, where is it? The service, you can see the SLA specifies the scope of service provided, included what is included and excluded from the agreement. It clarifies the responsibility of both parties. So like I said, your own part is that you need to put needed effort. You need to explore as much as you can. It is your responsibility to apply every single thing we are going to teach you in this training and do get a job. So today, part of our assignment, I'm going to give assignment at the end of the training, but part of the assignment is to take your time and explore service level agreement. Is very, very important. In fact, if you understand how service level agreement works, or like you understand what it means to the company you might be working for and their customers, it's more like 30 or 40% of the problem you're going to have when working with company have been solved. Do you understand? Because Weibo people, they take this kind of thing very seriously, actually. Moving forward, I kind of divided some of the tools we use into places, and one of them is knowledge management. Why am I going to talk about knowledge management? The video or the information I'll be sharing, the form you will be signing and so on, they are all saved on the cloud. Do you understand what I'm saying? And some of you might have applied for jobs so many times, and even some of you, let me put it this way, I can't count how many of our students that when they join our training after this particular class, they'll be like, Equitas, there's a job I missed in 2018 that they sent me contract, but I didn't know where they sent the contract to. And I keep praying and praying and waiting for email, but I didn't see any email. Do you understand? Or there's something somebody shared with me, I'm just finding that today, or I'm just figuring out today, all those stuff. So these things may sound very simple, but it's just going to be very simple for you, but it's not going to be very simple for the rest of the people who probably don't know how this function, right? So the knowledge management part, before we go deeper, I would like to explain something, because some of you will be like, Equitas, this class is sounding like Chinese, I understand, but I'm going to explain something. The class is expected to be a lot easier as we go further. Ask old students. I have a lot of old students here. So as the class go further down, it's going to become a lot easier, right? But initially, or from the beginning, we expected to talk about tools. Why do we talk about tools? We cannot do remote job without understanding how tools works. We cannot even do anything online as a staff without understanding how CRM, how workflow tools, how some of the knowledge-based tools work. Because there is no way we can share information, gather information, and so on without these tools. Now, why do we teach these tools at the beginning of the class? Because I want you to have enough time to explore the tools so that even when we start talking about something that is very simple, you can start relating those simple stuff to the tools you are learning. Do you understand the point?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put it this way. 2 classes ago, like I think maybe June class, somebody complained that Equitos, these tools is hard. Why don't you teach 2 towards the end? And I try to explain to the person, I can teach tools towards the end, but it's going to be what? The service to you. It's not going to be, you are going to be the one to suffer the consequences. How? If I teach you how to use a CRM today, and tomorrow I'm teaching you how to use Upwork, you see that it's going to choke. Why? Because the CRM I taught yesterday, you are still finding it difficult to even know what they are used for. And tomorrow, you are expected to start applying for a job. Do you understand the point? But if we teach this CRM at the beginning, when we get to talk about customer service, customer support, which has nothing to do with CRM, you can be seeing how those CRM come to play, how you can now use the CRM to support the customer, how you can use the CRM to book appointment, how you can use the CRM to do 1 or 2 things. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of make it a comprehensive learning process for you, or learning experience for you. So as we are talking about the tools, you are expected to start exploring them from today. I'm not saying wait until the class ends. That's another mistake some of you do. And I forgot to point it out. The truth is, you have to be where others are and do what others are doing. Because if you decide to go alone, you might have a reason to lament, meaning that when others are learning and you decide to be busy, when you become less busy and you decide to learn, every other person have moved on. Some of them will be working, some of them will be busy doing other courses, upgrading themselves. And you are just waking up to start watching the first video. At the end of the day, you start complaining. I'm asking questions in the group. Everybody's ignoring. Nobody's ignoring you, my dear. People are busy figuring out their life. So what I'm saying is that make sure you are following others to do what they are doing. This is like just a 1 month of learning. So sacrifice that 1 month and learn as much as you can. Learn how to grab from other people. Oh, this person know how to do this. Please, can you teach me? Do you understand? Grab as much as you can. And after this 1 month, you are going to actually find the learning experience, interesting. Like me, I learn as I'm talking to you. I'm still learning. Currently I'm learning SQL because I want to be good. It's not like I'm good at it a little bit because I use it, but I want to be good. So I'm always learning something, even when I don't use it. I just feel that someday it will come handy. Do you understand? So for that purpose, we are going to be talking about knowledge management tools, and we have 3 listed. This knowledge management tools, some of you are going to, you are going to start experiencing them today. But when you come to the job aspect of it, even before you get a job, some of you will start using them. Oh, can you share this video recording of yourself using Google Drive? Can you share this introduction video using Dropbox? Can you do this? Can you sign this contract using Dropbox? Can you do this? They will tell you a lot of things you need to do. And some of them will be kind enough to mention the software where you can do what? Do it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them will be what?
Yes.
They'll be kind to tell you, but some of them will not tell you. They'll just tell you, please, can you share your introduction video and give me access? They will just use English to confuse you. But these are the things you need to understand. And, and when some of them tell you these things and you ask for clarification, some of them we see like you don't know. Some of them will be like, this is a red flag. Because let's say I have 30 people to employ that I'm currently interviewing, and I'm told you, okay, send a video. And 10 out of them sent a video. And 5 or another 10 is asking me, how do I make a video? Haven't you fed already? Do you understand the point? So most of them, they know what they do. They know when, some of them start the interview process even before you, who is the interviewee, even know what they are doing. So now we are going to be talking about some of the products or tools that you're going to use for your knowledge management and so on. And for the purpose of this class, we are going to be talking about Google Drive. That is why I said everybody needs to have a Gmail account. So if you currently have your Gmail account and you join this class with your laptop, all you need to do is to do what? Can you open your email like this? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your email is open like this, right? So when is this how your email is arranged?
Yes, mine is like
Your email is like this, arranged like this. You sure?
No, that mail chat is not on mine.
Anyway, so if your email is open on your browser, all you just need to do is open the email and come to this 9 dots here, where that is called Google Apps, right? Click on it and you start searching for all the things you are seeing here are Google products, Google Apps. So you start searching for what you're looking for. If what you're looking for is not here, you click for what? For more. You understand? You click more so that you see more tools. However, what we're searching is what? Drive. Can you see the drive?
Yeah.
So you click on Drive.
Yes,
now, if you are using your phone, like you're using your Android phone, then I think every Android phone comes with a folder that is called Google. Then when you open the folder, your menu, you go to your menu, you see different folders. So I think every Android comes with a folder called Google, right? And inside that Google, when you open the Google, you are going to see Google Search, Google Map, Google Photo, Drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you checked?
Yes.
So
Not all Android phones. So.
Okay, I'm just saying. I say,
It's
I
those
don't
that
know.
are powered with Google this.
Okay, so if your own doesn't have it, what do? You go to Google Play Store. You go to your Google Play Store or your Apple Store or anything, and you search for what? Google Drive, and download your Google Drive. And when you download it and you try to open, it will ask you to log in. So what do? You are expected to log in with that Gmail that you submitted on the form. Do you understand the English?
Yes.
When you download your Google Drive, it will ask you to either sign up or sign in. Because you already have a Google account, you don't need to start signing up again. So what you do is sign in. And I'm saying, if you know that email where you use for the form wise make you feel, use that the same email to sign into your Google Drive. If you use a different email, you're not going to get any information from us. And I'm going to explain this part again because that is one of the issues some of you are going to complain about by tomorrow or next tomorrow when the video is ready. So some of you are going to complain about this issue. So I need to address it. So when you are able to navigate and you have opened your Google Drive, then you should be able to see something like this. So if you have my drive, all this one contain all the informations I have, I have stored on my Google Drive and so on and so forth. So you get, this is the information. Now, if you are currently on your drive, we are going to start with all the buttons we have. So the first one is what? Can you see the plus button? The plus.
Yes.
So when you go to your Google products, anywhere you see this plus, you should understand that they are telling you to do what? To add. It simply means what? Add. Anywhere, if I go, let's go to my email. So if you go to email, okay, this one is currently composed. If you're using a phone, I think your phone is going to show you something like plus like that. Right?
Yes.
I don't know what the phone is going to show you, but anywhere you see this sign, this what is it called? That plus sign, it simply means that you should do what? Add something. So when we click on it, we have different options. We have new folder. You know what is folder? We have file, file upload, folder upload. Google document is like your Word document. Google and Microsoft are, I think they are highest competitors. Anything where Google
Yeah.
gets, anything where Microsoft gets, Google get that. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now the same way we have Microsoft Word, one of them they use. That is exactly how we have Google Documents. That is the same way we have Microsoft Excel. Is the same way we have what? Google Sheets. The same way you have Microsoft PowerPoint. Is the same way we have Google Slides. The same way you have a Jot Forms for Microsoft. That's the same way we have Google Forms. And you can click here to see more. You can see drawing, Google Map, Google Sites, Google Script, Jamboard. You know what is Jamboard? There are still more. I use my Jamboard a lot. This is my Jamboard. I use it for my vision board. I use it to do a lot of stuff. And I'm also an advocate that everybody should learn how to use Jamboard. Like, it's kind of make me represent whatever I want to do in a way that each time I look at my Jamboard, I know, Equitos, I said I was going to train 1 million people this year. Did I even train 1 million people? I'll be able to see all the things I have in my Jamboard, and it's easy to use. So, and you can also, like me, I also manage a team, and my team, I use my Jamboard and my Miro. Miro is another software. So I use Miro and Jamboard to create a kind of, should I say, scope and diagrams for whatever I want to do. Like, my team training, onboarding scope. I use it to create my team onboarding scope. So you should be able to learn how to use it. I might be able to talk about it later if you have time. But for today, our focus is in knowledge management, right? So now, when you are applying for a role, somebody even did this one yesterday, and it pains me.
Some people in the comment section are saying you are too fast.
I'm going to repeat myself.
Okay.
So I'm going to repeat everything I'm saying about Google Drive. I said Google Drive, first of all, let's start from where you have to download it to your phone. I said, if you are using, be looking at my screen so that you'll be seeing what I'm doing. If you are using your laptop or your desktop for this class and your email is open already, all you need to do, or even if your email is not open, but you want to sign in to your Google Drive, all you need to do is to go to your browser and type Google Drive. And when it's open, sign in using that email ID you submitted, that Gmail ID you submitted, and it will bring you to a platform like this, dashboard like this. Do you understand? Then if you don't want to start all over, but you opened your inbox, that is your Gmail already, all you just need to do is to click on this 9 dots here close to your profile and do what? Click on it and search for what? Drive. And when you search for the drive, you open it and it will bring you to where? To here. Something like this. Now, if you are not using a laptop, you are using your phone. And I said, some Android phone come with a Google folder. So inside the Google folder, if you open it, you will see something like Google Photo, Google Search, Google Map, Chrome, Drive. And I said in that case, you should open the drive and you will be able to see how to sign in. And I said, sign in with the same email ID you submitted on the form. Then I come back again and I said, Microsoft have the same thing or the exact thing that Google have, right? For every single thing you think Google have when you come to office management, office app, and so on and so forth, Microsoft have their own. And I said that I think both of them are highest competitors, right? And we come here. I said, wherever you see this plot sign, it simply means add, like update something, add something, upload, all those things, just asking you to include something, add something. So when we click on it, we now have folder. We now have upload, create a folder. The first one is create a folder. You can see it has a plus sign, which is great. Then the second one is upload a folder, upload a file. The third one is what? Folder upload. There are difference between folder and file. I'm going to explain this. Then I came down and I said, most of us are familiar with what? Microsoft Word. Abby? I'm not sure there's anybody here
Yeah.
who have used laptop before that don't know
Yes.
what is called
Yes.
Microsoft Word. And I said,
Yes.
the same way we have Microsoft Word owned by Microsoft is the same way we have Google Docs owned by Google. Google Documents and Microsoft Word are the same thing. They do the same job. The same thing we have Microsoft Excel is the same way we have Google Sheets. They do the same thing. We have Microsoft PowerPoint is the same way we have Google Slides. So in case you think you are finding it difficult using any of these and you are used to or you are familiar with Microsoft products, it simply means that you can interchange any of them. You understand? So if you, I don't know how to use Google Sheets, but you understand how to use Excel. So go for Excel. You understand the point I'm making?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
somebody said, excuse me, I'm listening. I know here where.
I don't think anyone did that.
Okay, so moving forward. However, one of the reasons I talk about Google is that Google is free. And almost all in fact, apart from Microsoft, I'm yet to work with any other company that doesn't use Google. Every other company I've been working for, they use Google. I think Google is easier to use. Google gives you the same level of experience, whether you're using the paid and unpaid version. Microsoft is expensive. So most companies don't use Microsoft like that. It's not like they don't, a lot of companies don't use. Companies that are very big on security, we rather go for Microsoft because Microsoft don't joke with security, right? But a lot of companies do Google. So most of the experiences I got, questions I'll be getting so far are from Google, not Microsoft. Then we also talk about Google Form and so on and so forth. But for the purpose of this class, we are going to start with just these three, because that is the, should I say, most frequently questions you are going to experience even before you get a job. Some of them you're going to be asked. They're going to ask you, can you send me a folder containing this, that? Can you send me a file doing this, that? Give me access, do this, give me this. Or can you help us and run this assessment and send it in 2 days? And all of this is sometimes involve you using a Google Drive or a Dropbox. Is that okay? So now, one of the questions that you might even encounter is a client might tell you, okay, can you send me a folder that have your CV, your cover letter, your introduction video, and so on and so forth? He said a what? A folder. Do you understand? So the key word here is a what? A folder. He's not asking you to send me individual files, like give me send me your introduction video file. No, he said a folder. So if you don't know a folder, it means you are not capable of the job, because I can't be working with someone who doesn't know what simple folder is. Do you understand the point? So what do you do if they ask you that question? You come to your Google Drive. Of course, maybe you have uploaded your video, you have uploaded your, what is it called? Your CV. You have also recorded your introduction video with your phone or with Noom or anything, and upload it to your Google Drive. Then you have also written your cover letter and upload it to your Google Drive. So what do? All you just need to do is to come here, create a folder, click on create, and you see, let me go back again. Click on new, then you see what? New folder. Then you give it a name. The name you are going to give it will be appropriate to what you are doing, right? You cannot be applying for a job and you name it Sexy Equi. Like I saw some emails and I was like, oh my sweet baby Jesus. People see the answer this kind of thing with emails. Like some of these, those kind of email where they use for to go that year.
Wow.
Hey, so if that is your kind of email, high time you upgrade. This is you need to scale up, right? You need to scale up, because you cannot be applying for a job and I'm seeing Sexy Mamito, all those kinds. I say this one never ready to work. It's not like some people don't really care, but I like when you want to do something professional, you sound professional. That's why some of you, when you came to my DM, you start your story with sub stories. I really, really feel disgusted. I don't like when people want to say something to me, then you start telling me sub stories. It doesn't initiate pity from me. Make I no lie. I want to be playing with you guys. when people tell me sob story, I see them as manipulator. That's how I see you.
Yeah.
I don't see like you. I feel like it's not like I don't know you need help, but I feel like you are trying to manipulate me into helping you. That's how I see it. Let me put it that way. So instead of me pitying you, I feel disgusted. Instead, I don't know why, but that's how I feel. So I like when you want to do, have a dealing with me in a professional manner. I want you to come in a professional manner as well. So don't all these sexy this, do this. We need to start changing. And Progress or anybody, before we finish today's class, remind me about Coursera. There's something we need to do on Coursera before we end today's class. Is that okay? Somebody needs to remind me in case I forget. Yeah?
No,
okay. So now, if I'm applying for a job and they ask me to send my details for inside a folder, I'm going to give it a name appropriate to whatever I'm doing. I can say customer, I can add my name. Remember, you're not the only one applying, right? So adding your name to the folder will make it easier for the person to know that it's yours. Do you get? So I can say Equiz customer support application folder. Do you get?
Yes.
You can give it any name. You don't have to give it what I wrote. I say it totally depends on what you are doing or what they are asking you to do. But what I'm saying is that you should give it appropriate name, something professional. So when the person sees, the person will know what is inside or what you are doing or what the folder is all about. So when you are done, you do what? You create. Do you understand? Can you see the folder here? Can you see it?
Yes.
So now, so since I've created the folder, what do? Remember, the person did not ask you to submit a file. He said, add all these things I ask you inside a what? A folder, and submit the folder to me. Abi? So now, what is expected is you after creating the folder, what do? You come and search for, let's say, these are my CV. So I will now come here and I will click on this, and it is what? This is my CV. And I'll click what? I'll click move. Can you see organize? So inside this organize, you see that there's a small arrow here, and it has to do with what? You have add shortcut, add to start. You know what is start already? Adding some level of importance to the message so that it will be like it's going to be starred. You can always have access to it. So, but what we are trying to do is that we are trying to move this information to the folder as requested. So we click on move, and it's going to update. So let's wait and see the folders we have. So you can see that is the first folder here, right? You can see that is the first folder. So we click on it and we have our move. It has moved. So then let's say this first one is what? Is CV. So we come back again and we look. So this is another one. So we do what? This winch is another one. We click on organize and click what? Move. And we are still going to move it to the same folder. Do you understand? So we click on the folder and we move. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we do.
So this is the file. So now what do? Let's open the folder and see what is inside. So you see, we currently have how many? This is called what?
Files.
Files. So these are called what? Files. So now, how do we share this folder to the person? Remember, the person you are talking with, you may not have their email ID. Maybe they're just communicating with you on Upwork or LinkedIn, but you don't have their email ID. And sometimes some of you will be so scared to ask these guys questions. Please, can you provide your email ID so that I can forward this folder to you? Some of you will be scared. So what do? We can go back and copy a link and share with the person. Do you get? So we come here and click. Can you see these 3 dots? So we come here and click on these 3 dots, and we are going to see what? Share. So under the share, what do we see? We have how many options?
2.
We have 2.
Share and copy link.
We have 2. We have share and copy link. So if I'm to use this share, it means that I need to have this person's what? Email ID. So let me click on share so that you see what I'm saying. So if I click on share, it means you can see here it's asking me to what? Add people. right? And
Mm.
when I look here, it is said what? Restricted, meaning that it's only the person who I add here. Let me add myself. It's only the person I added here that will be able to do what? To access this folder. So if I don't add you here, you know go access them. But since we don't even, okay, then we come here. This is also very important. Some of them we tell you, when sending this folder, make sure you change the permission level. This is when the person is already communicating with you, because some of them will not tell you. But if somebody asks you, if somebody wants to employ you and they ask you to share information, and when you share the information and they check and confirm that you left it on editor access, they will assume that you don't know what you're doing and security is not your concern. Do you understand the point I'm making?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me explain again. When I ask you to send me something, I am looking forward. Remember, all these things we are doing is like a test stage. It's not, they are testing your capabilities, right? So somebody said, send me information. Remember that information. It's not like the person wants to work on it. The person just wants to see it. And you, on your part, you are sending information. You do not even check the permission the person have. You just send it. You can see we have 3 permissions here. We have viewer, we have commenter, and we have editor. Now, you just give this person where you don't know editor access, meaning that you are giving the person ultimate permission to do anything where they want to you and your folder. Do you understand the gist? So if you give this person
Yes.
editor, the person can decide, okay, let me put it this way. Let's say you are working in a company and you have a lot of enemy in the company. People don't like you. And then your HOD or whomever man gave you assignment. And that assignment is so confidential. And maybe after writing the assignment, you expected to send a copy, the main copy, to another person to read or to make corrections, to proofread and make corrections. And you send it to this person without knowing that this person don't really like you, and this person will be looking for ways to implicate you, right? So what do you think this person is going to do? This person can decide to rewrite every single thing you have wrote before and send it back to you or submit it, right? And that is what implication. So the person might, utter whatever you have written and submit it. And at the end of the day, who is responsible? You, because now you get the task. You understand what I'm saying? But for you to be careful, or as a professional, a workaround will be, if this person is going to just read it, do all of that without making a correction, what you expected to do is give the person what? Viewer access. If I give you viewer access, it means you can read everything I'm sending to you, download if I give you download access and so on, but you cannot make any change. Do you understand the point?
Yes.
You cannot change anything. You cannot delete the folder. You cannot edit it. You cannot do anything. But you are going to read it, gain whatever I want to gain, but you cannot. Now, if I want the person to make changes, I will instead use what? Commenter. What commenter means is that it is giving this person power to highlight the area of change and maybe write something that we, more like, the way that maybe some of you, when you wrote your proposal, what is it called? That stuff you write in school. You write your projects. So when you're writing your project and they want to make correction, some of your lecturers will circle something or underline something red. Then under the red, they will write the correct sentence or correct word that's supposed to be there, right? They are not going to cancel, they are not canceling your own and changing it, but they are just finding a space and write the correct thing to say. So that is how commenter works. Commenter will give them the opportunity to comment their ideas or to drop their own input without being able to change what Equitos wrote. Do you understand? So it is not left for me, who is the owner of the file, to read their comment and infuse the change. I don't know if you know they give it at the talk. Maybe I should speak broken.
Yeah, yes,
we do.
Because I want you guys to understand me. I don't want to be talking to myself. So I'm saying,
Excuse me, ma'am. Some persons say they.
I'm going to repeat myself. Let me repeat again. I said,
okay, ma'am.
First of all, let me start from the beginning. I said, wait, let me close this. Remember, you guys remember we added a file into this folder. We first of all created a folder, and from here, and after creating a folder, I moved some of the files I have into the folder. Now, I did not create folder so that it will be staring at me or I'll be staring at the folder. I created this folder so that I can submit it to somebody. You remember, Abby? So
Yes.
now, how do we share this folder to the person we want to submit it to? Because creating a folder doesn't mean everybody have access to it. Somebody needs to have access to it. So how do we give people access? So the first thing to do is that you click on these 3 dots. You click on the 3 dots. Let me go back. I mistakenly click on the middle. So you click on the 3 dots here, and you will see share. You will see download, rename. Like I said, if the name is not appropriate, you can always give it an appropriate name. You can see organize. Under organize, we are seeing move, add shortcuts, add stead, right? We can also see find information, details, activities. Activities are everything that have happened on this folder. You will see all the things that have happened, right? Or you see the folder details. But for the purpose of this, we are still talking about share, Abby. And share have 2 options for you to use. Is either you are sharing it using the person's email or you are copying the link. So if the person give you their email, then you have to do share. So you add the person email here, and you will see permission level is by the side. So under this permission level, we have 3 permission level. We have viewer access, commenter access, and editor access. And under editor, you see, what do you see here? Organize, add, and edit. Meaning that this person have the same power as you. The person can add, the person can edit, the person can delete. The person will add, fit, delete, Abi.
Of
You
course.
understand? So now I'm saying, if you're applying for a job, unless the person categorically or specifically tells you, I want to be able to edit this folder, you should never give somebody that power to edit the folder. Do you understand? So what do? We give only viewer access.
Viewer access.
Now, sometimes when you're applying for a job, they'll ask you, how do you manage confidential information? This is another way of managing confidential information. I hope you know.
Yes.
Limiting access. Like for somebody, I think somebody says she's into cloud computing or she understands cloud computing. When it comes to cloud computing, we have more than hundreds of of permission level. Permissions. So permission, when it comes to permission, IT will tell you, give somebody the smallest permission that will help them achieve their job. More like you have a cook in your house. The cook, no, they cook for your bedroom. The cook, no, they cook for your parlor. Where does the cook cook?
Kitchen.
So where should you give the cook access to? Kitchen. So you limit their access to your bedroom, to your parlor, to your anywhere apart from the kitchen. So that's how IT works. So you're expected to give people just that smallest access that will allow them to do their job, make them they go. So that they don't do they don't cause further concern. If person where they cook for kitchen, if you enter your room, go carry your iPhone. Do you understand the gist? So now they are going to, this is questions. As I'm teaching, I hope some people are picking point because it's going to happen. And when it happens, maybe ask me, how do I respond to this question? And the equators will be working and the equators may not be on our WhatsApp and time is going. So as I'm saying all these things, either you are writing them or you are sticking them in your head. I don't know how you do it, but shall remember because it happens every day. So now, if you want to be a nice person, let's assume that I just don't want you to view. I want you to be able to correct me. But I want this correction not to alter my work. Because some people feel they claim say they too sabi, and when you give them that access, wait till they can't sabi, your own come better pass them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what do we do? We are not going to give them editor either. So we give them commenter. So the commenter, we allow them to read and drop their opinion, but it is not going to do directly affect your work. So when they finish reading and say, oh, Equitas, I'm done, no, check and confirm and make the needed changes. So what do? I'll just go back to the file and I will see all the corrections they did they drop it as a comment, and I can now do what? Start typing them.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay.
Yes.
Now, so there's a question somebody asked me last time. You know, I told people that sometimes one of the reasons you don't get job is not even like God is not answering your prayer. Sometimes God will don't answer your prayer, but where the prayer go drop, you don't know how to assess the place. You know, maybe the prayer don't drop, but you don't know how to assess it. Like I have a lot of students who, after this kind of class, they come back and say, Quitos, you know, I got this information for 2 years, 3 years, and I don't know where it is. And so here we are. You know, some people will say, is it possible for somebody to send you a document via Google Drive and you will not be notified on your email? Some people, I think I made a post about it on Facebook and somebody decided to argue it. Me, I know Sabi argue. I see anytime I see me they argue something, Sha know say I know they sure whether not true. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I don't like arguments. So what I usually do is I will only find a way to screenshot whatever I'm saying and dump it for you. I don't know how to argue with facts. So I'll just find a way to screenshot that and drop it for you. You'll be the one to go and start, you know, making your research and all of that. So the answer is yes. I can send you something from Google Drive and you will not get notification on your email until you go to your Google Drive. Do you understand?
Oh, really?
And how does it happen? Can you see notify people? I turn this off.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now that I turn it off,
Yes.
if I send this message to Equitas will not be what? Notified.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
if I click on this box, you will tell me, I can even send message, more like tell Equitas what to do. Please, can you help me and review this file and get back to me? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, and you can also click on this setting to see what your permission can. You say editor can change permission and share. Do you want somebody, you see what editor can do? Editor does not just view. They can even decide to remove your own permission and share. Do you understand? So it's like giving somebody, imagine as we just did now, some of us the verse for Buhari or the verse for president. Then they're not okay, I want to make you president for today. Some of you go use that verse, first of all, go remove the main president. Do you understand the gist I'm saying? Because they're giving you, they just gave you so much power, you know, like this power they give you, and you know, power can make you get drunk and all of that. So you avoid giving people so much power over you. Now, having done that, remember, we only use this share because the person gave us what? Email. But if the person did not give us email, what do we do? Like the assignment you are going to write, you are going to use a copy link. Do you understand? So the assignment, I'm going to tell you guys how to submit your assignment. So for if you don't have your email or our email, what do? We copy link. So you can click here and you can copy the link. I see manage access. I don't like copying link like this. It makes me not to have a idea of the access that I'm currently on. Do you understand? So I like, if I want to do that, I can still go through share. So if I go through share, you can see here, you can see what if I copy this link now and I share to you or anybody, the person will not access this folder. Do you know why? Can somebody tell me why?
Because
it's currently what? Restricted. So if I copy this link, for instance, I copy this link and I go to my in private mood browser so that I'm not going to open so many windows. So I will go to my in private mood browser. If I paste this link, it's going to ask me to do what? To request access.
Yes.
Do you understand? So if I'm going to put my email ID that is not the one that have access to this, and it's going to ask me to request access. Wait, my mate too plenty now on the computer sometimes. So you can see it here. You see what? You need access. So I have to type a message. Hi, hello, Equitas. Please, can you give me access to this folder? Thank you. If I want to hire you, do you think I have the patient to come and start telling you, so please give me access when I have more than 30 people to reach out, to read their own and pick from. I don't have that time. So what do? We go back and we do what? we change this towards anyone with the link. And when we change it to anyone with the link, you still see the viewer assets, Abby. So you still see that we have viewer assets. So you are still expected to change the permission. So if it is not viewer, maybe it was on editor or commenter, you are expected to do what? To change it to viewer. So now we have it. If I copy this link and give to anybody, if I give it to anybody, the person should be able to what? Access it. Can you see it here? It's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? So I don't need to start adding, requesting for access, doing any of that. All I just need to do is to copy it and paste, and I can see it. So now, since we are already here, let me talk about the assignment we are going to do today. So I'm not giving you assignment already, but I'm just trying to tell you how you are going to submit your assignment. So when you are done writing your assignment, what you expected to do is to upload your assignment. You know, you are typing it on your phone. You can upload it from your phone. But I don't want anybody typing assignment on WhatsApp. You know what I mean by WhatsApp? Like you open your WhatsApp chat, you start typing. I don't want your assignment should be in a document, should be in Google Drive, should be in a Google Doc, or should be on Microsoft Word. Type it and upload on your Google Drive. So everybody's expected to write assignments and upload it to where? To Google Drive. And when you upload it to your Google, so how do we upload? Like we said, you come to new, you go to file. You can see file upload. And I've explained, file is like your documents. Your CV is your file. Your CV is your file. Your certificate is a file. Your cover letter is a file. All those different, are file. So, and a folder is what? A connection of your file. You remember those days when maybe first year? I think the last time I carried something like that was in NYC. There's this paper bag, rubber paper bag they used to sell in school or maybe anywhere that students gather that have this envelope kind of design that allows you to, to keep your CV, your receipt, all the receipts you are paying for, your, what is it called again? Your birth certificate, your local government identity, all those things you need. So all those things, that paper is called your what? Your folder, right? Because it contains all your files. So a file is like your individual document, and the folder is a paper or your box that contain those files. I hope my definition I'm trying to make my definition as possible, easy as possible. So now, so if they ask you to upload a file, so, and for instance, I don't have my CV here. So my CV is in my computer. So what do? I will go to my computer, I'll click on it, and I'll go to this is my computer, and I will look for my words. I'll start looking for my cover letter or anything they want me to upload. And I'm going to do what? Okay, let me upload my typing speed. So I'll click here and I'll do what? I will open, right? And you can see it here. In less than a few minutes, you can see it here. Let me refresh. I'll be able to see it. This is it here, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And the next one is they ask me to upload a folder. So we click on folder. You will notice that before, the first time when I came, all these files were highlighted, Abby? But now I can no longer pick from here because, can somebody tell me why?
They are not folders.
Because they are not folders.
They are not folders, right? They are all files. So what do? We need to go to document and look for, you can say that this is a folder. This Zoom is what? A folder. You can say that is a box, right?
Yes.
So we can now pick from this Zoom, and immediately I click on it, you can see there are different folders inside, right? And immediately I click on any of them, it will now do what? Upload. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. So you cannot use the option for file to upload a folder. I cannot use the option for folder to upload a file. So for instance, let me go back again with file. If you go to file, you can see that we are seeing a lot of files, right? So if I click on document where we have Zoom, you can see Zoom. Previously, when we get to this part, it will ask us to what? Upload, Abby? But now, it will still give us the option to do what? To open it. So we have to open. Do you understand? So you can see that now we now have different files on the right, right? So this is the place where I can now upload. Can you now see it?
Yes.
Good. So it's it makes it easier for you. Then
Yeah.
under the same ad, we also have your Google Documents. And for every single thing you are doing here, it is saving directly on your Google Drive. That is one of I think this is the only aspect that sometimes I like Google more than Microsoft. But me, I'm a Microsoft person. But Microsoft Word, everything is offline. If you might be typing with Microsoft and your some of you that your laptop is like TV, when lights they go just off. Like you might be typing and you forgot to control save and the light went off or goes off. Heart attack feel hold you. Do you understand? But it is not the same for Google Doc. Google Doc, as you click one, that one is what? Saving. As you click the shift key. So let me just give you guys an example. But the disadvantage is that you are using it online. You can't use it offline. You understand? Google, Microsoft Word is an offline. That is why it doesn't sync. But Google is what is online, and that is why it automatically sync when you are working. So let me open this one so that you understand what I'm saying. So this is Google. What do you see here? Save to where?
Drive.
Let me click on it, and I'm going to type just T. So as I type T, what do you see here? Saving.
Saving.
Save to what? Drive.
Drive.
So if I click anything I'm clicking, you are going to be seeing what? Saving. And save to where? Drive. Do you understand the point? So the only difference is that whatever you are doing, you are going to be doing it online, but it saves you from a whole lot of stress. Sometimes I feel, I knew about Google Doc when I was writing my projects. Oh my God, with that. Anyway, when I was writing my project, I did my project with my girlfriend. Like, we did the same project. So I was doing the research part and she was doing the typing. She enjoyed typing. But the only day when my village people say make I type, every single thing I type, they just off our hostel lights, and I wasn't control saving. Everything went off. Me that don't like working under pressure. I'm not one of those people that say I work under pressure. Once something doesn't work the way I want, I start panicking. So I almost had a heart attack that day because I don't know how to type fast. Do I want to manage type up to 4 pages? Now you want to give me stories? I almost died. If not that somebody helped me and said that I can restore it. So I think later we restored it somewhere. But it's an experience I will never forget. And had it been Google Doc is available, it's easy. As you type, you just save. Do you understand? So if we go back to our Google document, this thing you can see it needs to be highlighted where the cursor is at the moment. You can see where the cursor is. So you see it there.
Yes.
You can see it here, not that one. See it here. So if I go back, you can see it here. Can you see it here?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get to it's so easy to use. Now, to give other explanations, there are other things we do with our the truth is, if you are working for a company that uses Google Drive might be one of the frequently, apart from your Gmail, Google Drive might be one of the most frequently used tools because it gives you the opportunity to collaborate with your team members. Like me, in my company, we work on projects almost every week. And remember, if you're working for foreign companies, you guys are going to be scattered all over the world, right? Like in my team, I'm the only person in Africa and I still work with my team members seamlessly. So how do we pull that off? If we are working on a project, we write all the things everybody needs to do, or we list everything on a file and upload the file on Google Drive and add everybody, right? So if we add everybody and give everybody editor access, it means that Equitas will do whatever she wants to do and she will add the details. Ngozi will do her own, add the details and so on and so forth, right? So as long as you guys, like I said, if you guys have the same level of access to or the same level of ownership to a document, then it's okay if everybody have editor permission. Do you understand? Because we are working as a team. But if it is Equitas that owns this thing and Equitas is giving the other person access, that is when you should be limit the permission. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So if me and you we are collaborating to to achieve a common goal, I'm going to give you every needed permission so that you can do your own part and the editors do my own part seamlessly. Like, remember, working remotely doesn't mean you can call me by 1 p.m. to help you do something. Once I'm done for the day, I'm done for the day. And everything you need, you can access it on our CRM, on any tools we are using until I come back the next day. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, moving on, you see now we have different places we can upload our files. We can see here if there's any sync. Sync means that I want to sync every file I have on my computer. That is your physical computer. I want to sync it to where? To my computer, to your Google Drive. If you want to do that, this is where you are going to see everything you sync from that. Then this your Google Drive contain every kind of folder, anything at all you have uploaded on your Google Drive. This is where you will find it. Then for you and me, the class we are going to be, the video you are going to get, this is where you are going to check the video. Do you understand? Shared what? With me, shared with you has to do with every single document somebody have ever shared with you or somebody will share with you. Some of you, for instance, if you go to your shared with me, you can confirm that there are 4 files that you have there that you don't even know when it's entered there.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So any file somebody share with you at all, you cannot find it here. The only place you are going to find it is where? Shared with me. So if I tell you people, like today class video is going to be ready by Monday morning, nobody should come to my DM to ask me when is the video ready. When it is ready, I'm going to be the one to announce it in the group and tell you, or you download or you make a copy or do anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I beg, don't watch it online to avoid exceeding our playback limit. Playback means that there are a certain number of people that can watch it at a time, and if all of now watch them online, it's going to exhaust it, and you have to wait another 24 hours before another person can watch. So the idea is that you can make a copy or you can download, right? So now here you check shared with me. For those of you using your phone cannot contain all this plenty right up. So on your phone, what you have is what? Shared. You will not see with me. You will see only what? Shared. Can you confirm? Those using their phone, can you confirm this? Because I'm not using phone.
Yes.
It's correct, Abby?
Yes, ma'am.
So what you will see there is what? Shared. So when you click on your shared button, you'll be able, so for our class, this is what our class is going to look like. You are going to see a folder called, I'm going to name it August/September 2023 group or class folder. I can give it any name. You can see it's class folder. So you can see make 2023 class folder, January. So I'm going to give it this name. You can see I will click my new folder and I'll put it August/September 2023 class folder. Do you understand? So this is going to be the folder name. So in case I tell you that, oh, your folder is ready, all you need to do is to do what? Even if you did not get email notification, as long as you are sure of the email you submitted that is correct, because some of you apparently submitted wrong email, some of you submitted Gmail, some of you made mistake. I'm going to try to correct as many as I can, but if I can't correct it, Otilo, you may find a way. Maybe if I have time, you may have to send your email to my co-admins and they will get across to me. Don't come to me, please. Like I said, don't come to me personally. I don't want anybody coming to my DM. Because some of you, they fear me when I see some of my DM, seriously, because some of you don't know boundaries, and I wouldn't want anybody to feel I'm ignoring them or anything like that. Because if you disturb me too much, I can block you, because I find out that even if I block you my DM, you still have access to the group. So we are still good to go, but it won't be good if I'm blocking my students. But the idea is that I don't like people chatting me, even if you know that I'm awake, but I'm not awake for you. I'm awake doing my own stuff. I'm awake studying. I'm awake doing things. So don't chat me. Do you understand? Don't chat me, especially guys. Women self nafi come. So, as I was saying, you will go to shared with me or shared if you are using your phone, and you'll be able to see a folder. Now, this folder, once you get the first video, like, you know, like I said, I know they share file. What I share is what? Folder. So what I'm going to share to every one of you is what? The class folder and not a file, right? So now, once the class starts, and if I share this folder, when you open the folder, you're going to see how many video? 1. Do you understand? Today's class video. So after our second class, I'm not going to come again and say, oh, and start sharing the video again. After our second class, and I come to the group and say, oh, our second class has been uploaded to the folder, all you need to do is what? Come back to your shared with me. Open that the same folder. And when you open that the same folder, instead of seeing 1 video, how many are you going to see? 2.
2.
Do you understand?
Videos.
Yes.
So it will
Yes.
keep increasing until the class ends. So there is nothing like I got the first video and I did not get the second video. It is not what? Possible.
Okay.
The only way it's possible is when you probably do not have storage. So if you don't have storage, maybe Sandra, please mute yourself. If you do not have storage, then it is understandable that the video is not dropping because on wherever got drop, there's nowhere to drop because you don't have storage. Do you understand? So you need to clear your storage. But as long as you have your storage, I don't share file, so there's no way you will get the first video and you will not get the second video. This is for those that will come tomorrow. I got the first video, but I did not get the second video. It is not scientifically and technologically what possible. Do you get the gist? Like you can see here,
Yes.
you can see if I open this folder, I can see how many classes is here. And it started from what? 1, 2, like that. So that is how it is for us. There's nothing like I get 1, I did not get 2. Then we also have recent. So in case you want to see your recent, you can see these are the recent. Remember, this is the one I just opened. This is the one I uploaded. This is the second one I opened. This is our training content. This is the form you guys are filling, right? So you can see that these are the recent documents you opened. So in case you just want to see, oh, what is the last thing I did? Just come to your recent. Then your start. Like, you know, your start is like adding some level of importance to something, right? You can right click on it and you will see what? You can see remove start. Do you understand? Can you see remove start from start?
Yes.
Some of you, start is like pinning something. You know, when you want to pin something, you want to always have access to it. On your mic, on your email, I think it's also called start, right? Look at it here. It's also called start. So it gives you the opportunity to always come back to whatever, oh, this thing is important to me. You just want to have it, you know, or like somewhere.
Labeling.
Exactly. Somewhere it's not labeling. It's like somewhere you can always
Like a favorite.
access it. Exactly, favorite. Exactly, favorite. Something you can always access. So then we have our spam. Your spam, there are some messages somebody will send to you. And like I said, you know, if I tell people now they spam on Google Drive, some people say, how can Google Drive have spam? And they'll start arguing it, but this is spam. The same way your email has spam is the same way your Google Drive has spam. And how can email arrive at spam, or how can a document arrive in a spam? It can arrive when there is a blockage in other domains, like the same way in your email. Do you understand? Let's say you are working for Dangote Cement, and Dangote Cement blocked Ibeto Cement domain from accessing anything that concerns them at all, right? And I have a girlfriend who is working with Dangote Cement, and I decide to send a document to her Google Drive. What do you think will happen? It's not going to go through. You understand? So even if it forcefully go there, it will end up in their spam. Then we have trash. Trash is like your bin, where anything where they need, they first of all go to trash. Trash is like a temporary space. You can see it here. It's a temporary space. Do you understand? Yes. So you can see it here. You can say item in trash will be deleted forever after how many? 30 days. So why is it here? So it's here because it's giving you the opportunity to recover it back in case it is a mistake, in case you still need it. So you have until 30 days to do what? To recover it back. And after 30 days, OT law, it's nothing we can do, right? We don't have a backup. It's not backup somewhere. It's not saved somewhere. So there's something we can do. So it's like I'm giving you the opportunity. That's why, again, some of you will come. If it was I mistakenly deleted this video, my dear, it is not a mistake. You purposely deleted it. because if you come here, let me use this as example. What can I delete? Let me go to another folder where I have. So let's say I delete. Let me say I'm deleting this now. So you see, move to bin. So I will come to here. Maybe we can see it here, Abby.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it said how many days? 30 days. So for it to be deleted, it means that now you still use your hand, do waiting again. Delete it forever. So it's a conscious effort, Abby.
Yes.
Yes.
The only way you can tell me
Yes,
it's a
yes.
mistake is that you are trying to restore it, and instead of clicking restore, you mistakenly click delete. Do you understand the point? So I'm saying is that
Yes.
you don't, when you deleting from here is a mistake, but deleting from bin is what? It's not a mistake. So if you tell me I mistakenly deleted something, my response will be, oh yeah, go to your bin and check if you will find it there. If you go there and say it's not there, then it is not a mistake anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can say, you can also restore back. Then we have our storage. Your storage is currently maybe 15 gig, Abby. And some of you be wondering, this 15 gig is full and I don't have anything on my Google Drive. The storage you have here, it is not for only for your Google Drive. This storage is for all the Google products you are using under that account. Do you understand the point?
Yes.
Let me explain again. This storage you are seeing here, it is not for my Google Drive. The storage you are seeing here is for the entire Google account. So it means that this the same storage is what my Google Photo is using. It's what your map is using. It's what your Google search is using. It's what everything that has to do with Google and with that particular email address. That is what the storage is attached to that account. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you may not have anything in your drive, but you have 1 million videos on your Google Photos. Do you understand the point? So your Google Photo is taking the space.
Yeah.
You understand the gist? All right.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
also come here. I'm teaching you guys other details. So you can also come here and search for what you want. You can see file type. So let's assume that I'm looking for a file, and the file type is document, spreadsheet, presentation, form, photo and image, PDF, and so on and so forth. So, and I'm finding it difficult to do what? To find what I'm looking for here. So what do you think I will do? I will click on the file type, and if I already know that what I'm looking for is video, or let's say PDF, what I'm expected to do is to click on PDF, and it's going to filter for only what? PDF. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
If what I'm looking for is not PDF, it is photo and images, I may have to filter. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying now? Okay.
Yes.
All right. And if you are looking for people, this is where you find people. So you can just come here and type and look for people that you have been working with or you have sent 1 or 2 things for. So you keep searching. If you type Opomo Google, if you see Opomo Google here like this. So like that, like that. And we are moving forward. Please remember that your assignment here, you are going to write your assignment. After writing your assignment, you upload it to where? You upload it to your Google Drive and you share the link with us, right? Do you understand?
Okay.
So you upload
Yes.
your
Yes.
assignment. Waiting you go submit is waiting. Link. So you
Link.
click on share and come here. Remove this restriction, because if you add this thing, you feel mad. Because if all of us they ask you for access, notification will kill you. Do you understand?
Mhm.
So the best thing is remove this access and change your permission to what? Viewer.
Viewer.
And copy the link and share with our admin, not share with me. Don't ask me how do you submit. I'm going to tell you guys how to submit it by tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to pick my admins and I'm going to name them and direct it to them. So tomorrow or on Monday morning, so you submit all your assignments to them and they will be the one to share it on the update group. And like I said, if you're not reading other people's assignments, you are doing yourself. You are the disservice. Why? waiting, somebody else might have a better explanation to wait, like what I'm saying. Maybe my terminologies are difficult, or maybe I find difficult to understand what I'm saying, but there's somebody here who can break this down for you. So if reading the assignments will give you a different perspective. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like me,
Yeah.
I'm also a teacher, but I take my time to read assignments. Like sometimes I feel like I even read all the assignments. Because that's also how I get to learn or to know if my students are learning or their improvement. Because I know today's assignment, some of you are going to write rubbish. But if after reading your today rubbish, I expect that our next assignment will be better than today. Like I want to see that progression. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that is why I am actively involved in reading the assignment. And I also get to know people. I also get to know people that are always proactive, because of course I want to know my student. So you give us access. So another, if anybody give us editor's access, what are we going to do to the person? We help the person and delete the assignments. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody that did not give us viewer but decided to give us editor, we are going to help the person and delete the assignments. After reading, help him and delete it.
Yes.
Exactly. I know saying that kind one of na go answer that room and I back and this place. So moving forward, we going to talk about Dropbox. Dropbox is one of my, should I say, is one of the most powerful knowledge management tools. The only reason why 100% companies are not using it because it doesn't have real office space or workspace like Google or Microsoft. But Dropbox have an amazing magical workflows. I use it currently in my company, and I can tell anybody for free that Dropbox is amazing, right? So now we are going to type, I'm also going to share the link with you guys. So the link is what? Dropbox.com. I'm going to share the link. So that you can copy it and play around it. Let me copy it. Check the comments. Check the comments. I'm trying to get to everyone. So I've dropped the link. You can click this link to take you to, the website, right? So this is my own account. Why my own is not asking me to create account? Because I already have an account and I have done my single sign-on. So I don't need to start, what is it called? I don't need to start signing up again, signing in. But you who is new to Dropbox, you may be expected to do what? To sign up. Do you understand what I'm saying? You may be expected to sign up because you need to sign up before signing in. So first thing first. Now that we are here, I'm going to start from where? Home. So you can see we are currently where? Home. So next click. Can you see this dot? Can somebody remember the first place we saw something like this? This place my mouse is.
Google Drive.
Google Drive.
Google Drive. It's everywhere on Microsoft product. Look at it, your email, you see it. So from your Google Drive, you see it everywhere. Why? Because they are telling you that you can move from this particular place to another one. You can move from account to play, from play to YouTube, from YouTube to Gmail. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the reason for this is just giving you access to all Google products. The same way, the reason for this is giving us access to all the products that Dropbox have, right? So the first one is Dropbox. The second one is what? Sign. So you can use it to sign a signature. Like the last company I'm working for, when they decided to send me my contract, they sent me my contract from where? Dropbox. They asked me to sign, and I sign it using Dropbox, and we see send documents. So you can see the same way you can see send documents securely track activities. Like I love this so much. Everything that has to do with your documents, it does what? It captures it for you. Do you get? So now to say something or to do something that has to do with our Google Drive, we have to go to where? Dropbox. Can you see it here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Dropbox is like a company. It's like ShopRite. You know, you hear ShopRite. Inside ShopRite, we have compartmental stores, right? You go to this side, they sell rice. You go to this side, they sell gadgets. You go to this side, they sell wine. You get to this side, they sell fish. Do you get? So now you can see the entire platform is called Dropbox. But inside, we have a compartment which is called the Dropbox. We also have other compartments called Sign, DocSign, Capture, Replay, Transfer, and so on and so forth. But we are going to start with what? Dropbox. Do you understand? So now,
Yes.
when we click on our Dropbox, we have our home. Under our home, what do we see? We saw folders. Can you see the folders? You can see we have folders. You can see 2023 folder Wizard. These are what? Folder. And if I click on this small drop down, if there is anything inside, you can see inside this inside this April 2023, we have what? Winch inside, right? So if I click on this, if this winch have any other, maybe have a file, it will show us, but it doesn't have anything, right?
Yeah.
Then we come here. What is the first thing we saw? Upload.
Upload.
So when we click on upload, we are going to do what? Is it not the same thing we have the other side?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right.
You know, it's have interface like Google Drive. It's the same thing we have. We have the opportunity to add our file or our folder. So when somebody's asking you to submit something and the person is not being specific, you can either do it from Dropbox or Google Drive. They are the same thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Who is this person that needs to be quiet? So they are the same thing. Then we now have the second option. The second option is what? Create. So when we talk about create, first of all, I want us to do something. Let's go and define what is Dropbox. I want us to have a better understanding of what it is. Do you get? So maybe to help us understand what I want to say now. So they said Dropbox is a cloud-based file storage and collaboration platform that allows users to what? Store, synchronize, and share files and folder across what? Multiple devices with other users. So if you check here, you can see it's doing so many things. Collaboration, you can't take the place of collaboration. When you are working remotely, I think the heart of remote working is what? Collaboration, because you cannot, only you be the company, only you can make up a company, you are collaborating with a lot of people and you are doing this virtually. You know, if you work in the office space and somebody wants you to do something, the person can comfortably walk up to your desk and ask you to do something, Abi.
Yes.
But if I'm in Lagos and I think my closest colleague in terms of map is in Tunisia, right? That is where she is. The other person is in Brazil. The other person is in which country have Boni? Is it Boni or Bali as capital? One Asia country like that. Is it Bali?
Buenos Aires.
Mali, as in Mali. So I can't remember. Is it Bali? Or I can't remember. Bali. Which country is that? Is it Indonesia?
I've not heard.
What is the capital of
I've not
Indonesia?
heard that one.
What is the capital of Indonesia?
Bali is Indonesia.
That's what I'm saying. You are telling me it's Bali. So I have a colleague in Bali. I have one in Argentina, like that. So we are scattered all over the place. So imagine if I have to, and I'm working with these people every single working day. So imagine the time zone differences, and I need to work seamlessly with them, sharing information, telling them what to do to my customers, them telling me what to do, having a project, carry them along. All these things can only be possible through all these tools, right? So you can see it's a collaboration. So one of the skills you need to learn before you even start applying for a job is the power of you being able to collaborate. That is why when you start giving me excuses, I'm a loner, I'm an introvert, I just look you one kind. A part of me just they say, where hunger mama you go put your mouth by fire by force. That is what I'll just be saying in my mind. You know, some people will be on Facebook, I don't know how to sell my product, I don't know how to, or I'm shy. I said, where hunger mama you go they hawk that your products like akara. Seriously, that is what I used to tell people. Most of you know me for a long time on Facebook. Nothing I never sell. I don't sell okpa. I even cook okpa sell. I don't sell powder okpa. I even sell sex toys. And when I say sex toys, I go post my sex toys. People they go insult me for its comment section finish. They will still come my inbox, come by. I don't send you. It pays my bills, so that's what matters to me. You get? So you have to learn how to do all of these things and work seamlessly with your team members. And one good thing about Dropbox is that it's not selfish. It's not a selfish product that is me. You know, when we talk about Google give you access to Google products. Abby, Microsoft give you access to Microsoft products. But this one is like just a friendly third party. It allows you to do your Google stuff and also allow you to do your what? Microsoft stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let me explain again. When we
Like
come to
a third party.
is a third party, is a third party app. Yeah. So now I'm back to Google so that I'll explain what I'm saying. Now that we are in Google, when I click new, all the products we have here, do you see any Microsoft products here?
No, everything is
Everything,
Google.
everything is Google. Do you see Dropbox, Pepper, Dropbox, anything? You do see it here? No. If I
No.
go to
No.
my laptop is a Mac, so it doesn't allow me to use my Google products. If not, I can show you OneDrive. OneDrive is a product. It's like Google Drive for Microsoft. Do you understand? OneDrive is Google products for Microsoft. Is more like Google Drive for Microsoft. So that is how OneDrive. That is its own name is OneDrive. So now, when I come back to my Dropbox and I click create, what do we see here? We have create a folder. You remember how we created a folder on our drive, right? So you click on create a folder. You should be able to create a folder. Remember, after creating your folder, you cannot add your files, right?
Oh.
Then we have shared folder. So shared folder means that we have a folder that we have created or we want to create. You can just search for the name. If we have it already, it's going to pop up and you do what? You create it and you also add what? Automation. Do you know what is automation? We have automation here as well. Automation means I don't want to. Every time you call Equitos will just answer you. Can't you just call Equitos and you get what you want? Like let's say you come to let's use WhatsApp. Everybody here is on WhatsApp. This WhatsApp for business. You know, when you tell some people hello, they will tell you Equitos is into digital, which all those stuff, right? And like Equitos have not replied, it's automatic response. It's like immediately you say hello, you will get a response. So now it doesn't mean that response started happening automatically. There is a setting that Equitos did. And each time you ask or you reach out to Equitos for the first time, it will automate that response. Do you get? So there have to be initial creation. So that initial creation is what we want to create here. The automated folder. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
yes.
let's say this, for instance, now this is a folder I created. This is an automated folder. So now watch this part so they understand what I'm saying. Can you just watch this part? So you see, create, automate, and it will do what? You can see here. Can you see here? When a folder enter here, what do we do? Do this thing that here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you can see that my documents then change. So if I say, let me click at that now, for instance, you next see the English it have. When you see the when.
Yeah.
I see when a folder, let's say a folder is selected, when you can see that when files are added, can you see the English has been updated here? When files are added to this folder, we don't have a folder name. Let's call it a winch. We have, remember we have a folder called winch, Abby. So when files are added to winch, remember this is we building. So when a file added to winch, what do? Organize it. You can see it here. Then organize into folder grouped by what? Month, year, keyword. Do you understand? So you can change it.
Yes.
Then we can also save it as a template. Why are we saving it? Can somebody tell me why it's giving us the option to save it as a template?
So you don't have to type it over and over again.
So that we can always use it. Do you understand? So that even if I want to create another automation, I can create another automation with the same information. Maybe just edit it small, but I don't have to create it from scratch. Do you understand the gist?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But if you do not want to save it as a folder, that means you don't have to what? Tick this. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So moving backward, we have under the same automated, we have screen recording. Like I said, if you decide to use Dropbox, some companies like my company, we use Google Drive, but if I want to do my onboarding with my company, I body people. Body people means that when a new person is joining our team, most of them, they assign them to me for them to shadow under me, right? And if they're shadowing under me, that means I need to go on a call, like show them around what I expect them to do, or on our job, like that. And if I want to run some of this training, I like using Dropbox, but I can multitask. You can see here, I can be telling them what to do on Dropbox, and I can be screen recording, or I can even share a screen recording without even having to do much. So for instance, let's do this. You can see screen. We also have screen recording here. Do you understand? We also have where is it? Where's capture? Okay, what we have here is what? Capture. What we have here is capture. So we can come here to screen record. So we click on our screen record, and let's see if it's going to upload. Can you see it here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Can you guys see my
Yes. Started
face?
recording.
Yes.
So you can see they're asking you which, or are we sharing the entire screen? You know what the entire screen, that's sharing the entire laptop screen, or are we just going to share a window, or are we going to share just a tab? So a tab is one by one. A window is the entire of the tab. Then the entire screen. So you choose the one you want to share with this person, and you can see it. And let's say I'm sharing this, and you can see it here, right? And I'll click share. Do you understand? Now that I've clicked share, what you see is stop sharing. So anybody who I am talking to, we start doing what? Seeing my screen. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when we are
Yes.
done, I am going to do what? Stop. I'm going to stop sharing. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So now the next one is they're asking you to add a document or create a document, and it's like exactly what I said. Who is this person? Right. Like I said, under share your document, we have Dropbox Paper. Dropbox Paper is like your Google Doc and your Microsoft Word. You can see that it's giving us the option to also add Microsoft Word, Google Doc, and so on and so forth, right? The
Yes.
same thing.
Yes.
Then it doesn't have its own presentation. So it's only use what? PowerPoint presentation and Google Slide.
Google Slide.
Meaning that it is borrowing from the other two companies. Then we have the spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet is what? Excel and Google Sheets. It doesn't have its own. So any other thing you want to do, you see them here. Now, how do we share? How do we share it the same way we share other? Can you see share button here? You can see this is a folder. I have a folder, and I can click and copy the link. You can see it's creating the link, right? And when you check, what do you see? Allow what?
Editing.
Remember that it is what? Wrong. We don't want allow editing.
Yeah.
So we need to find a way to change this allow editing. So how do we do that? We can click on share so that it will open an interface for us. And when you open interface, what do? We change it to what? Can view. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
If we are using the share access, what do we do here? We add email. Do you understand? So I can add email here. You can also the same drop notes in case there's anything I want to, oh, please can you help me work on this document and send it back to me, something like that. So you can also, if you are sharing with email, that means you know this person, you are collaborating with this person. So you add the person's email, add details or notes or anything. But if you are not, you can also create a link. You can see the link has been created and copied, right? You can see it down. Do you get? Then
Yes.
you should also go to settings. You saw where I click, Abby. Let me go back again. You go to where?
Settings.
Settings. So this setting is where you can see some of the things or properties happening. So first of all, we have the folder setting. We have the link editing. We have the link for viewing, right? So let's start with what? The first one, folder settings. So under the folder settings, we have manage access. folder member. So everybody can manage the assets. Everybody who is a member of this folder, meaning that anybody who I added, you know what I mean by added?
Yes.
Anybody where I
Yes.
add their email can manage this folder. So they can edit, they can do what? Add people. And it is what? Wrong. Unless
Wrong.
it is a company account. And of course, I want everybody to have the same level of permission. Then we have only the owner. So you can also change it, mean that it's only equitors that can do what? Manage access. Then viewer, they say show who is viewing this file, the folder. You know, sometimes when you share your folder or file with people, you will see maybe after like a day or maybe when the person has seen it, you see something like eye icon, Anya, eye. You see like eye icon showing that it will show like one eye, two eyes, showing the number of people who have done what? Viewed the file, right? Then after that, if you want to turn it off, you can. All you just need to do is just click on this button, turn it on, turn it off, like that, like that. Then you can do what? Unshare in case you do not want to share. Then for the link editing, you know what is link? The link to the, you can see delete link. We don't want to delete link. So in case you want to change the link too, you can also change the link. So they say who has access to this? Anyone with the link or only people invited. So only people invited, like the same people you add on what? Via their email. So, but because this is a public space, let's say anyone with the link should be able to see it. Then expiration, we need to upgrade our account to be able to use these ones. So this is another way when they ask you, how do you manage sensitive information? You need to be able to tell them about all of this. I can give somebody access to a document for a limited number of time or days or hour. Do you understand the gist?
Yes.
I can restrict the person from downloading or editing or making a copy of the document.
Over
You
a period
understand?
of time.
Or you can add extra layers of password. So these are the things when somebody asks you, how do you protect? Then if the person is talking about not just electronic information, you can also talk about shrending. You know, there are some people you enter their office, you will see them where they grind paper. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
I have a friend who is a DevOps engineer, and their company manages all this. Anything you're enjoying from MTN, Glo, his team are the one deploying them. The highest laptop the company gives to them is the highest MacBook. You know that MacBook you say be the highest in the market. That's what their company give to any of them, and they work from home. And anytime you are retiring or anytime you are resigning, you are going to return the laptop. Not only are they going to clean the laptop, they are going to destroy the laptop.
Oh, wow. Destroy.
Do you understand?
Like,
This is their own way of protecting sensitive information. They don't want to hear stories that we clean, but clean finish, or is backed up somewhere. No.
Yeah.
So you can also see disable this link on a specific date. So how do you mean we are able to turn on this button? It means that it will tell us when do we want this link to stop working. So today is Saturday. I can say, okay, this person is going to come to work on Monday. After on Monday, this link should expire. Do you understand? Then you can also see here, require password. It says set a password to limit access to the folder. So if I turn this on, I may be asked to put maybe 4-digit password. Anybody that don't have that password, even if you have access to the link, you will still not access the document. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Then we have disable download. So if I disable this download, it means that only view you can view. You cannot download, you cannot edit, you cannot do anything. Do you understand? You cannot even share it. So these are the things we can benefit from. Google can also do this, but you have to use a paid enterprise Google account. You have to use a paid account. You can't do this one with our kind of account, right? Then you can see other informations. Let's click here. You can click on these 3 dots. When you click on these 3 dots, what do we see? We have shared, we have copy link, we have manage permission, we have open in, that is you want to open it, open the file. We have download, we have add automation, delete, rename, move, copy, start, and pin to what? To Dropbox. You know what is pinning, Abby? Pinning it somewhere so that you can always visit. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Is that
fine.
okay?
Yes.
You can also see
Yes.
all the
Yes,
files. You can
yes.
see request files. You can see show deleted files here. You can see the eye. This is the eye icon I was talking about. You can see this is where you want to, if it's deleted any file, you can come here to check. You can see a request file. Like maybe say a person, you are working in a company and your fellow colleague ask you request for a file, or maybe the person saw the link and ask you to give them access. You know the access I'm talking about, the one we tested the other time. So this is where you can find all the accesses. The same thing we have here, you can see your photo, you can see signatures. If anybody's have requested for your signature before, this is where you see it. You can see I have how many pending signature? 1.
1,
And I have how many? How many have I signed? 6.
6.
How many pending your own signature? No, 0. How many did somebody
Zero.
decline?
0.
0, right?
Zero.
So I'm going to also, you can see I'm going to talk about the signature now. So you can see your deleted. Of course, I don't have deleted, but you can also use months to search backward to confirm if there is any you have deleted in the past. And after that, we are going back to, there's something I wanted to show you guys before we move about, let me open a folder and take if I have a folder. All these folders. It's only this is a table. Okay, this is a table, right?
Yeah.
You can see it here.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can see live link to photo videos. So these are all the small things you can discover. So now you can see create paper doc. Can you see all the things you can do here?
Yeah.
Can you see insert image? Can you see toggle to-do list? You know what is to-do list now? You know,
Yeah.
to-do list
Yes,
is like
yes.
checklist. You can see toggle bulleted list. You can see your toggle numbered list, and so on. And so page break, you know what is page break? So, and so on and so forth. So you can start working here. When you are done, what do? We share. Can you see it here?
Yes.
And you can also do what? Add comments. Can you see the comment I was talking about? I said this, you know, I was trying to explain to you guys about comments. When you add comments, it does not change what the person have done. It only makes the owner to do what? To read your comment and effect the change themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. Should I explain again?
No.
Comments does not change this, my paper doc, Abby. So if I want to change this paper doc, I can decide changing it. But can you see comments here? Can you see comments?
Yes.
So instead of you
Yes.
coming to change this comment because you are not the real owner, what do? Instead of changing it, I will just rather do what? Click on it and drop a comment. So I'll click here and drop a comment. Can you see it here? I say change. I can say change the title. Do you get?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Can you see it here now? And the person will come and read it and reply me as well. You see, conversation have started already.
Yes.
Then if the person finally changes, the person can also click what? Resolve. Meaning that they have changed it and it's no longer there. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just trying to say that no be only to the share information. There are a lot we can do. We can play around it. There are a lot we can do.
Yeah.
So for the sake of this, I said I was going to talk to you guys about DocSign. So DocSign basically it allows you to do what? To send documents and sign documents. Sending documents to someone. Okay, I want to employ you, and my company uses Google Dropbox. I can decide to send all this employment document through Google Dropbox, because you can sign from there. You know, some of you will be struggling. How do they say I should sign this document and send? Do I need to print it out and sign and scan? You know, all those that is so draining. If they send it through Dropbox, you can sign it from just open it and use your pen or whatever, import the signature where you don't already get, and you sign it. Do you understand? Or some people, there are also some softwares, online softwares like DocSign that you can use to sign. You know, funny thing is that the DocSign we are using here is a third party integrated into into Dropbox, meaning that Dropbox as a software. I'm going to be talking about integration, but not now. But let me explain. Integration means bringing another software, like, let's say, for instance, you build your house. Where after building your house, does electricity automatically enter your house? Like, would your house start having electricity immediately?
No.
No. Abby, you need to do what? You need to do all those wiring and connect electricity from the pole and all of that. So we can call that integrating electricity to your house, right? So that your house can be able to access electricity. Do you understand the gist?
Yes.
So now this
Yes.
software, this Dropbox is a house, and what Dropbox fee do is just to share information between two people, collaborate with two people. It doesn't record or it doesn't support signing, right? So what do you think, or what do you think that Dropbox company did? They went to a third party called maybe DocSign and integrated the DocSign into what? Dropbox. So that when somebody wants to sign, instead of you going outside Dropbox to go and sign, like maybe go to Dropbox house to go and sign and come back again to, instead of you going to DocSign house to go and sign, then bring the paper back to Dropbox house, they said, no, you don't need to do that. You don't need to stress yourself. Transportation fee is too much. We will bring it to your house. So now what they did is to integrate that DocSign into, I'm going to show you. Let me just a moment. Let me check if I can get this upgrade account. I'm supposed to see my upgrade account. I don't know. I think they have changed the position, but I needed to see so that I'll explain what I want to say. It used to be here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. You can say what you want to say.
In the comments.
Yeah, I can be talking.
Section,
I'm hearing.
people using their phone.
People
using their phone, they say they are lost. People using their phone, they say they are lost.
So it's only people using their phone. They can let them
They say
download.
they can't see all the features.
They can't see all the features.
Yes.
If you are using a Dropbox, if you are using a phone, I'm not sure if your Dropbox will be able to contain all the features if it's a phone. I think on your phone, it should be individual features. Like you can see here. Like, when we go to Google Drive, you can't see this on your phone. So if you want to see all of this on your phone, you have to individually download Chat, download Calendar, download Drive. Do you understand what I'm saying? On your phone, they should.
Yes.
Don't do me, Mama. My name is Ekutos.
Sorry, ma. I think on their phone, on their Safari, they can actually just go to desktop mode for their Google Drive.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to see email, Drive, chat, and all this.
Okay. So you heard him, right? With your phone, you can do desktop mode, but that means this is said you're going to be using Safari browser, meaning that your Google may not do it. Your Edge or UC may not be able to, or Chrome. So he said you should check your Safari. So your Safari should be able to give you desktop.
Safari is not for iPhone users.
I think anybody can
Chrome.
do. I think anybody can use.
Chrome
Safari.
has desktop mode. Chrome has desktop mode, but it consumes more data and it will be smaller.
It consumes what?
More data and it will be smaller. The icons will be smaller on the phone.
So I think you should just do them individual. So I wanted to show you, I was explaining something and I wanted to show you, this is what I wanted to show you, App Center. So this App Center will tell you all the applications, different apps that Dropbox integrated into their software to make all these things. Remember I said DocSign. So DocSign, if we look well, you will be able to see that it is integrated, right? Can you see them here? Can you see it here? And some of them will tell you powered. You can see the Dropbox Replay. The Dropbox Replay is what? Fast track review. So when you check all of these things, they are not directly Dropbox application. These are third parties. Do you understand what I'm saying? Remember, we are talking about automation. What do you think is powering the automation? You can see Make. You can come down here. You can keep searching. Remember, we have Microsoft. when I want to share document, they will ask you to upload from Microsoft Word and all of that. Why do we think it's possible? Because they integrated what? Microsoft Office. Why do you think we're able to see Google products? Because they did what? Integrated what? G Suite. Google products, Google Suite. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? I'm saying that this is what is called integrations. I'm just trying to show you guys. I don't, it's not like normally this shouldn't be your business, but of course, I used to tell my students, even when I say things are not your business, you really do not know the one that will be your business in the future until you get a job. That is why I said you have to learn as much as you can. Do you understand?
That's a question.
Yes.
I'm going to ask question very soon. I just want to talk a little bit about DocSign. Then we can start talking about questions. Is that okay?
Okay, that's okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah. So moving forward, I was about saying something about. I thought I opened it now. I was about saying something about Google. Where is it? I was about saying something about Dropbox. Is this Sign? And I said it's all about you, the company you are going to be working for, sending you papers, contracts, and so on and so forth to sign. Some of these contracts might have been already stored. Maybe, you know, your job offer, they don't just draft it. Maybe they have drafted it a long time ago. Maybe they just add your name, right? For every single person, because every single person in the company will have just one type of contract. It's just your name they're going to add. So if that is the case, I can just come here. Can you see here? They're asking you, I want to send a signature. They're asking you, are you the one signing, or we are sending it for somebody to sign? Is it self-sign? Equitas, do you want to sign this document? Or Equitas, are you sending it to Ngozi to sign? Right? So now, Equitas is the HR and Ngozi is the what? The new applicant. So I'm sending Ngozi the what? A contract to sign. So I can click what? Sending. So when you come, they are going to, of course, like I said, there have to be a document you are sharing, Abby. So let's look for any of this folder that have a document that we can pick from. Okay, this one is doc paper. Let's check again. This one don't have anything. So let's go back. So let's click. I'm looking for, I don't know the one that have something actually. So let's go to personal. Let's check query. Okay, this one have a document. So let's choose that one and let's see what happens. I don't even know what is in document. Remember, you're just playing around. So let's see. I'm waiting for it to open. Just a moment. Omo, we are going to spend more time in our class today. Sorry, guys. Even though my mouth they pain me like this.
Sorry.
We are still going to talk a little bit about Coursera so that you guys can start applying for a course today. I don't know why it's taking time, right? Let me try again. I don't know why it's taking time to open. So signed. Okay, this one, let's put, I don't know, this is the only document. So let's just pick this one. I don't know why it's taking time. It's keep loading from my end. Let me open another one. I don't want to download. Is it showing waiting? Why is it waiting? This is chicken.
And maybe the file type.
I don't know. It still keep loading. Maybe this one is loading. But all the file has been signed before now. I've signed it before. You can see signed by the side. It's not like it's not loading. It's loading, but it's taking time. I can't see it. I just want to show you guys how it works. But if it's not opening, we might have to move forward. Then we come back the next time. So you can also see pending, the one that I've not signed. So let's open. Let me know if I can open one so that you see. I don't want to download. Let's do self-sign. Choose. Waiting for both Dropbox.
I think is yeah, probably the app, the Chrome you're using somehow. I think.
I have always used the same Chrome. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how it works.
Yeah. I
But
think it's the Chrome.
let me open it somewhere else then. Let me use incognito. Anyway, this is not what I want. I don't have a Dropbox account like this. Yes. You see what I was saying about multi-factor authentication?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's see if this is in private mode browser. So let's see what happened. So I click here and I'm looking for, where do we have a folder? Okay, let's say this paper doc. This is not highlighted, meaning that it's not a valid folder. So let's say this one and choose it. Okay, thank God. So it's preparing a document, right? So normally it's expected that the document is already like you have written whatever I want to write on the document, like you have written your name, like you know what contract is now. Like I've written all your company's terms and conditions, everything that needs to be on the document. So all you just need to do is to upload. So now who are we sending this document to? You can send it to more than 3 people, more than 10. So if I'm hiring 20 people at the same time, I can decide to send this document to all of them at a time, right? So I'm going to add their names. So I can say Equi. Okay, since our Equi is already here, let me just add it, and it's pick Equi number, Equi email ID, and I can add, can you see another person? So I can add as many signer as possible. Do you get? Then I will click next. So when I click next, this is where I will do what? Update my files. How do I want this thing to be signed? You can see the document. Can you see what we have inside the document?
Yes.
You understand? So now,
Yes.
how do I want this thing to be signed? I'm going to drop this here. You can see this is signature. Do you understand? So let me do what? Let me delete it so that it will not be here, so that we can start afresh. You delete. So now I want to add the signature. So this is your contract. This is all the things you have written on your contract. Now I want to add position for somebody to sign. So I click here, signature, and I will drag it and keep. So do you see it here now? And you can make the field required. Required means that if the person no sign them, the person cannot submit. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you are filling a form and there is a particular question. If you don't fill that question, you cannot submit the form, right? So this is exact. So if I do not want it to be like that, I will undo what? I will uncheck this requirement box. Do you understand? But if I want it that is a must that I have to sign this, I will have to check it, and you can see that it's highlighted. Now, do I want you to add your email? If I wanted to add your email, I will drag your email and I can make all the editing I want. Do I want it to be a requirement? Yes. Do I want to add your title, the date, your full name, the date you sign? I can also add the date you sign this information, right? So you add all the information. Is it your initials? In case you do not want this person to sign, you know, drawing your signature, you just want the person to add EK or OK, OE, like OK, Equitas. Then I can just put initials. So these are the where you pick all the things you want to pick. I don't want address. Let's just leave email and words, dates. So when I'm done, what do? I will click on next. Somebody needs to mute herself. So when I'm done, I'm going to come here and select where is the edited going to save. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if somebody has finished filling this, signing this form, where is this form going to save on my own end? Is it going to save on April? Is it going to save in where? Is it going to save in which? So we are just going to pick where we want it to save. So we are just going to pick April 2023. Do you understand? And because we have picked the file, we will now do what? Click on next. Do you understand? So is there any email I want to send to Equitas? I can now add it here. Hello, I can add the email here. Hello, kindly sign this document. Do you understand? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes.
Kindly do what?
can hear you.
Kindly sign this document. So after that, I'm going to send this document to whomever. And it says sending document. So when it is done sending, I can go to my email. Now, can you see it here? Let's refresh and see how many pending signatures. We should be able to have maybe 2 pending. Okay, you can see it now. We have how many pending signatures? 2.
Yeah.
Abby? So now
Yeah.
let me go to my email and check. So the email ID that I have this is this one. So let's check if we received the signature update. Can you see it here?
Yes, you can.
Can you now see it? So now all I just
Yes.
need to do is to do what? Click on review
Review it
and
sign.
sign. So when I click on
Okay.
review, it's going to open the document, and I will see the opportunity for me to just pick a pencil and draw my signature. And when I'm done, I'm going to, you can see it. Can you see the information here?
Yes.
Can you see that it's automatically, okay, we have signed this one before. That is why it's showing. Remember when I was doing this, it shows signed before, right? So we have signed this one before, but this is the new one. This is the new one. Can you see the new one here? So this is the new one, and I'll click on this new one, and it will see. I already have my CVs that because I've been using this for a long time. So I have the ones I've drawn before. So I can, if I'm okay with this, I'll just pick. If I'm not okay, if I'm okay with this one, I'll pick it and then start. Can you see it here? Or I can click on edit and use my hand to draw a new one. So you can see I'm drawing a new one. Do you understand? And if I'm okay with this jaga I've drawn, what do? I will insert, or what do I do again? I can undo it and drag again. Do you get? I'm always happy. This Sandra, I need to leave my co-hosts. I'm tired. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you all you need to do when you are done. So then you can also write, you can say type. In case you want to type your name, you can also see the opportunity to do what? To type. Can you see it has picked Equitas, okay, which is my real name. You can also upload in case you have maybe a template or something saved already on your system. You can also upload from there. You can also do what? use the one you have used in the past and you have saved. So I can decide to pick any of these and I'll click insert and I'll use it. And for the dates, you can see that it automatically picked today's date. Is that okay? And when you are done, you continue and it will give you the terms and condition. It say almost done. You read, and if you're okay with the terms of service, what do? You agree, and that is that. Say thank you for submitting. So if I go back to my folder or to my Dropbox, which is this one, and I refresh, you should be able to see that it is no longer two pending, and the other one has been what? Has been edited, what is it called? Signed. So let's go back and check. So you should be able to see that it has already been signed. So we probably will have just one. That's the same one we had the first time. Is that okay? And the signed, before we used to have 6 signed, now we have 7 signed. The same thing happened to every other. You can see this one. Capture is what? To create screen recording and video messages. Replay means that you have to what? Approve videos faster. You have to review and approve your videos faster. You can also sync your password, transfer large files in case, oh, I'm working on this big video and I think I need you to view it and help me. You know, you want to transfer something that is very huge. You can use the what? The file transfer. There's so much you can do with your what? Your Dropbox. Now I'm going to allow you guys to ask your questions. For today, we're only going to talk. I'm only talking about these two because we are going to be needing Google Drive for our assignment and for you to be able to get the video and shared. And that problem you are going to have for the video is, check here. Can you see here? Can you see where my picture is?
Yes.
You notice I have so many emails here, right?
Yes,
So many.
you do.
No, so now the problem some of you might have is this. You submitted Equitas 33 for me, and you are trying to open the Google Drive or the video using Equitas 111. It's not going to be what? Possible. Because that is not the one I gave what? Access to. Do you understand? And if you want to give another person access to my video, it will also send me notification that, it will tell me that Equitas wants to give Ngozi access to this video, approve. So I will know. Do you understand the gist? So I have to be the one to approve. Now, if you are sure that the email you submitted is correct and when you come to your shared with me, you cannot see the training video, the best you can do is to do what? Click on your profile and check if the email that you are logged in here is the one you submitted. If it is not, what do? You switch. So just look at this information I have here. Can you see how this place is now? XSplit, which, what is the name, all those stuff. If I switch to another Gmail, let's say I switch to this one, you will notice that the information there are totally different, right?
Yeah.
There are 2 different accounts. So there is no way you will submit A and expect to see the result in B. It will not work. So this is me trying to troubleshoot some of the issues you are going to have. So first of all, you have to make sure that you are signing in with the correct email you submitted. Again, you submitted, because when it is time for me to send this video, I'm going to notice that at least 10% of you guys did not submit the correct email. I have seen somebody who typed www as the email already. So I don't even want to think about it because thinking about it is giving me heart attack. So imagine somebody's typing www as email. That means there's a lot of job or work that I have to do and I'm sending the email. So now, before we move forward, let me open my Coursera so that I don't forget. Coursera.com. So you guys can start dropping your questions. I'm going to be reading your questions and co-admin can also help me. Drop your question from now. Now, I mean now, not before. So if you have dropped your question before, there's a possibility I'm not seeing it. So you have to start dropping it now. We are not going to take everything. Some of the questions, we're going to take them tomorrow when the group is open. When the group is open. So now I'm going to be taking your question. For the Coursera, I'm going to share the link. Copy this link and open it first so that you don't forget. Open it on your phone, on your system, so you don't forget. Okay. So this is the link. Somebody is saying, please, where do we drop the wait, says, please, where do we drop the question? Here. This is the chat. Drop the question on the chat here. So somebody said, please, can somebody have access? Can somebody have access and save a folder in spam? If you are able to see a folder in your spam, you can move it to your main account the same way you can move your email spam. Do you understand? So if somebody now saying if Dropbox is not found on Android, Dropbox can be found on Android. One, again, I think another problem some of us have is that we are always interested in downloading. Somebody have even asked me, how can I download Zoom on my laptop? It's not like you cannot download Zoom, but the truth is, for every single software I'm going to teach you guys, they all have app, but you will never see me using app. We have web app. All these things you are seeing me use, they are all open on where? On my browser, right? Did you see me download anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
It means that you don't even need to download with your phone. I'm talking to those that have phone. You don't even need to go to Play Store to download Dropbox. All you need to do, go to your Google search and search for Dropbox and open it. Access it on the cloud, like access it on your browser, right? Do you understand? You don't need to go to your app store to download. At the end of the day, if you are downloading everything, your memory go just full for nothing. Sometimes do stuff on the browser. Every single thing I teach, everything I do, they are all on my browser. So you can install if you want to install, but you can still run them on your browser. So somebody saying, I'm finding it hard to send my assignment. I don't understand. I never give assignments. I never say I'm finding it hard. I don't understand. I'm talking to Kenny Rhymes. I am still finding it hard in send my assignment. Okay, maybe you don't. Maybe he's trying to say you don't understand why I said how to send assignment. So let me explain again. When you are done writing your assignment, type your assignment inside one Google Doc or your words. What is it called? Or inside your Microsoft Word. After typing it, go to your phone. Go to your phone or your laptop, click on new. When you click on new, it will automatically take you to your file if you are using your phone where you save that Word document, or it will take you to your laptop where you save that assignment. So when you go there, then you click on file upload. Then what do? Pick the file. Let's say this is my assignment. Pick it and upload. You understand? Then when you are done uploading it, then come to that assignment, click here. Right click on it and go to what? Share. Do you understand? So when you click on share, it will now open. And when you click the open share, let's wait until it will open. Oh, they said it's not working. So let me look for something else that will open. So let me open another thing. So you can see here, right? So you see, can you see share? So when you click on share, you click on this and give us access. I said, when you open here, if you have our email, I could have said, okay, or you paste our email, but you don't have our email and you want everybody to have access to it. So the easiest way is to do what? Copy the link and share with, can you see copy link? But before you copy the link, change this restricted to what? Click on this small eye here, change it to what? Anyone with the link so that we can see it. And when you see it, then you come to this part, change this to what? Viewer. In case it is not showing viewer, it's showing editor. Change it to viewer and copy the link and share with an admin. The admin can be progress or any other people I'm going to pick. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that is how to submit your assignment. To make it easier for you, you can also create a folder so that all your assignments, you'll be adding all your assignments in your folder. And instead of sharing the file, you will rather share what? Your folder. So let's say you want to create a folder. You come here, a new folder. Then you put something like digital, which assignments. Do you understand? Then you create. So now this is your folder. You can see that it's empty, right? So now I don't know why it's not saving. No, they say it's encountered error. I don't know why it's wrong. Let me close this one first. I don't know why it keeps telling me something is wrong. So let me come here, create a folder. Let's call it digital, which assignments, because there are going to be plenty. Folder, add folder, make you not forget them. Then we click create. You can see that it has created, Abby. Can you see it here? So what it means is that when you create this folder, then you write your first assignment. After writing your first assignment and you upload it the same way I told you to upload here, then you come here, click on organize. When you click on organize, you will see move. Move the assignment to your folder. Can you see the folder here? Move it to the folder. So after moving it to the folder, what do? You come here, copy this, share this your folder instead. Can you see for share? So you click on share and generate the link. You can see that it's restricted. Change it to what? Anyone with the link. Copy the link and share with us. Do you understand? Now, when you share your folder link, it means that you are giving us access to every single thing inside the folder. But if you add a file, let's say I share a link. Maybe I share this Zillow link with you and I give you access. But after, I now move this link to a folder, but I did not share the link of that folder with you or give you access. You are still not going to see the Zillow document. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's like let me say it like this. Let me explain it. I bought a phone for you and I told you this phone is yours. It came with your name, right? The document, everything is in your name. And I kept that phone in my house and padlocked the door. Do you have access to the phone?
No.
I need to give you access to the house, Abby, for you to be able to access the phone. So that's how it is. So the house is the folder. The file is the phone. So you need to be able to have access to the folder before you can access what is inside the folder. So you need to give us access to the folder. So another question.
Okay. I wanted to ask. Okay, so the folder, if I share the folder to you, so whatever I put there, even if, let me say,
yes, anything you put inside the folder, have access to it.
I put the second, you keep on receiving it without me sharing it. Without me sharing the second file, let me say I put the assignment file inside there, you receive it automatically.
Yes, because that is how you are going to be receiving the videos I'm going to share. But for the assignment, I will appreciate it if you don't share a folder because we want to see you keep sharing your file link. Don't share a folder. Maybe after the whole training, you can now create your folder and move all your assignments to your folder. Do you get? I don't want because if you don't share your link, some of us will forget that you're even writing your assignments. So it will be better you keep sharing your individual assignment link. Don't create a folder. When the class don't finish, where we don't read from you finish, you can now create a folder and arrange your file inside it. Do you understand? So somebody's saying, please, can one log with phone and letter laptop? Of course, it's the same. As long as the email ID is the same, it's the same. It's the same everywhere, right? Then, please, where do we drop questions? I've answered that. Somebody said, what is the class duration? 3 weeks. Somebody said, can you also learn how to use these tools on YouTube? Just type Dropbox. Yeah, you can. Somebody, can Dropbox be used without payment? Yes, you can use a free trial. But of course, it's not all the features that you're going to enjoy. After signing a document, what is the next thing to do? After signing a document, Equitas will get it and I will get, you said that I got it now, Abby? Didn't you see that I got the document signed and it said that it has been signed? Eh?
Yes.
Once
We
and
got it.
even when we were building it, it asked Equitas, where is the signed file going to be saved? And I think we picked which, Abby?
Yes.
So if you go to your which folder, you will see it because that is where it's going to be saved. Somebody now asking, I want to ask, between Dropbox and Google, which is the best? None is the best. The one that is the best is the one the company is using, right?
Yes.
It's not, as long as you are serving the purpose, it's the best. Every company have their own need. So my company, we use Google Drive because of course we use Google Suite, but we still use Dropbox. Do you understand? But some people, we use just one. Somebody saying, please, where can we submit emails? I don't know if this person is just joining this class today, but I also want to, there's something I needed to say in the beginning that I did not say, but I'm going to say it for your own good. Some of you don't read my updates. You don't even read to the post for the group. But like I said, as long as you're not reading the updates, remember not to come to my DM. My DM is out of bound for any student at all. Any question you need, you have to wait until the group is open, then you ask it. Now, I have been sharing the registration form since 2 days ago, Abby. I've been sharing it since 2 days ago, and I can still tell you for free that there are some people that have come to my DM to tell me that they have not seen the form. And I kept, like, for every single update I share, I make sure that I attach that form. The same question, the same people, some people came to my DM as early as 2 a.m. to ask me for the class Zoom link. And I kept wondering whether waiting I share for the group in the night is if it is not Zoom link. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when I direct them back to the group, they come back to fake surprise. So please, for you to succeed here, you need to be active. You need to read. You need to listen. I'm only responsible for what I teach. I'm not responsible for how you learn and how you try to explore whatever we are doing here. I'm not in your house. I'm not going to force you to do that. But it would be great if you benefit from what you paid for. You cannot be here and you come and tell me that this information, the group is locked, meaning that nobody is even spamming the chat with so many information. So it just means that you are not even willing to give, put needed effort. And that could be draining on my own part because I feel I'm investing so much time, effort, and you are not doing anything. And if you feel you are too busy, please remember I have 2 full-time jobs. So when you are busy, when you think you are less busy, don't come to me because I'm busy working. Now that I have time to interact with you people, I'm giving everybody my 100%. So I will appreciate it if you are flowing alongside with me so that we will have an interactive session together. We share ideas and all of that. I use God a beg because I know how the extra mile and we need to go for my students. But I don't like when people purposely try to drag me back. If I share information, I also try not to share important information when the group is noisy, like when it's open, when people are talking. I only share information when it is locked because I want everybody to be able to see it and access it. So I use God beg you. Anything I share for that group, if you come back to ask me for it, I will not even respond to you because I will take it that you purposely ignored it. This night, I'm going to reshare the registration form. I'm going to share the update group link. I'm going to share even the Coursera link I'm going to talk about now. I'm going to share everything. And you have from today midnight that I'm going to share it until on Monday morning to join the update group to complete you have until tomorrow night to complete that form. If you have not submitted your own email, kindly do that before tomorrow. Because if I share the video and you come to me, I'll reply when I can. Join the group if you can, the updates group, do everything. Read that update and, pay attention to every single thing said in there. The group is going to be locked until Monday by 6 p.m. So you have from today until Monday by 6 p.m. to do all of that. So you have no excuse. Moving forward. Someone say Ekwi is getting the video. Ekwi are getting the video today. It's not going to be ready before Monday or Monday morning. Everything about Dropbox has confused me. Another way to explore is the class is recorded and you can explore as you are learning. So the best thing to do is, like I said, go on Google, type what is Dropbox so that you have a background understanding of what it does first. After doing that, click on the video part and it will take you to YouTube and you see how to create your own Dropbox from scratch, how you can share your information, documentation, and so on. As you are learning these things, one of the reasons I give you assignments is that you take your time, explore. As you're exploring, is your understanding of your exploring or exploration that you're going to write for me as assignment, as your assignment. Do you understand? If I give you my assignment for today, let me give you the assignment already. Somebody can help me and type. I'm also going to type it later. Our assignment for today is to summarize everything we did, focusing on what IT services is, SLA, Google Drive, and Dropbox. I mentioned 4 things. What is IT services? Dropbox, Google Drive, and SLA. Do you understand? So you are going to summarize everything we did today, focusing on these 4 parts that I just mentioned. So now I want you to read extensively about SLA, how it can impact a company, and how it affects the support team. Then read about Dropbox, the sharing aspect of it, collaboration aspect of it, the same thing with Google Drive, then IT services, and don't be copying on the internet. Just read all these things, understand it well, and summarize what you learn. Do you understand? It's not a difficult assignment. And that is the only way you are learning. It showcases that you are learning. As you are writing this assignment, it shows that, oh, this is what I learned today. Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody is saying that, my question is that I don't understand the exact assignment we are supposed to work on. I have not even given assignments and you don't understand. I just gave the assignment now. Can somebody be attending this chat on WhatsApp instead of interrupting class with it? Can somebody be attending to this chat on WhatsApp instead of, I don't understand your question. The thing is that this chat here, normally I lock the chat. Like you're not expected to be even dropping chats, but for today, I'm allowing you guys to drop your chat because today is our first day and a lot of you might face difficulties. Do you understand? And it's going to be unfair that few people are co-hosts and they can talk to me, and you cannot even talk to me and you cannot drop a chat. So for today, I purposely allowed the chat to work. Previously, we allowed chat to work when it is time for question, because some of you pay more attention to the chat than what I'm doing. My training is so, should I say, easy when you are staring at my screen, because for anything I'm saying, I'm working on it. I'm practicalizing it on my screen. Why some of you are asking questions, I don't know how to do this. It's because you are busy typing on the chat rather than looking at my screen. Do you understand the difference? Ekwi, please, can you explain the Dropbox again for a better understanding? Chibuzo Okafo, Dropbox is a cloud-based storage platform that allows you to collaborate with your team members, share information, screen record whatever you're doing, send and sign documents, send large files, replace some of your documents, automate some processes, limit access or give the level of permission you want. Like there's so much you can do. So the best you can do for we is when this video is ready, you can rewatch it again. Like I said, you need to do what? Do more of exploring. As you're exploring, all these things may be sounding like Chinese for today, which I already said at the beginning, but it's okay. But as you keep playing around, don't just read them. Try to practicalize them, like use them to do something. Send email to your friend. Use it to send documents, CV to your friend. Tell your friend, can you help me and edit this CV? Upload the CV to your Dropbox, collect your friend email ID and send it to them so that they can access it and help you if they can. Then Google Drive, the same, I'm talking to Adaku. Google Drive is all about sharing information. And funny thing is that all these things are so well-labeled. You come here, you see upload. Upload means that I'm telling you to add your document, add your file, add your folder, do all of that, add a document, add a Google Sheet. Everything under this plus sign is for you to create or add something. And I said, when you are done adding and you want to share it with somebody, you right click and go to Word, go to share, and you'll be able to share or copy the link. And when you are doing so, you remember to give access. We also have download. In case you want to download this file to your computer, you can also use the download button. You can give it an appropriate name. In case, for instance, I don't want this file to have contact information. I want it to have maybe Digital Witch contact information. I can use this edit and edit the name. You can see it here, contact information. I can do what? Change the name to whatever I want, right? Then you can also see make a copy. Making a copy is like you are duplicating this file. Let's say I have this file, I'm trying to open it and it is not opening for me. Maybe they said playback limit is exhausted. I want to have my own file. So what do? I will do what? Make a copy. And after making a copy, it's like I have duplicated this video or this document and I have the one I am in charge of. Do you understand? So another question is, whenever I send a video using a Google Drive, I put it on anyone with the link, but then the person still has to has to request for permission. How is it possible? I'm not sure if you sent it to anyone with the link. There is no way you will add a document and it will have anyone with the link, and it will still come and ask you to give access, unless the person is trying to access it. Remember, I said something. Unless the person is trying to access it, maybe you only give access to an email. Maybe you added the person through an email, and the person is trying to access it from another email. It's going to ask you to do what? To give permission again. Do you understand? As long as you are making something accessible to the public, it cannot ask. Of course, you saw me open one myself. It cannot ask you for any information again. Iwe Chinedu, question, can one use his Google account, which is Gmail, to open? Of course, Gmail is Gmail. You can use your Gmail to open, the same way you use your Gmail to open a Facebook account, Twitter account, all accounts online. You use your Gmail to do all of that. Or Google, you can use Gmail, Yahoo email, you can use all that. Please, where can we submit the emails? I think this question actually got me upset. Some of us have been logged out severally by our various networks, and now we are so lost. That is why the question, somebody said, please, I suggest that the video is dropped earlier than Monday so we can meet up with assignments. The video will be dropped when it is ready. I am not the one who is going to determine if once the video is ready. I'm not going to keep it to myself. I'm talking to Onoa Kemi. The video is online, meaning that it takes time to process and synchronize. Because if I upload it today and share it with you, it will not play. And if it is not playing, some of you will now come to my DM again to you know, like I said, I don't work under pressure. So I'm going to share the video once it is done synchronizing to the cloud, right? It's a long video and it will take time to sync. Once the syncing is done, I'm going to upload it and I will let everybody know. If it is done, if it's ready tomorrow, happily do that. If it is ready on Monday morning, I will do that as well. Somebody say, where I'm confused is on Drive. After the share, copy link, what's next? Once you share and copy and send to us, you don't have any other thing to do. We that you shared it with, we go and read it and understand what you have written. Dropbox is a kind of complicating. It is not complicating. Dropbox is easy, but it will need you practicing to enjoy it the more. Like I said, every single thing you are doing have a button. Upload your file. If you want to upload a folder, then create. If you want to create what? A folder, shared folder, automated folder, document. You can see, in case you want to create a Google document, you can see Google Doc, you can see Dropbox, you can see Microsoft Word. You can also share. You can see the share button and you can see the copy link button. So all these things already have what you just have to go. The same way you are using your WhatsApp. I'm not sure anybody taught you how to use WhatsApp or somebody taught you how to use Facebook. The other time, Thread just launched and everybody already know how to use Threads. That is just how all these things are. I think it depends. It's all in your mind, because the other one is just a normal social media, so you just find a way. But when it comes to working tools or CRMs or workflow tools, you see it is one kind of complicated tools. It's not true. Some of all these things are way, way easier than Facebook. Do you understand? Way, way easier than Facebook. Facebook, you make a post, you like, you comment, you search, all of that. The same thing happen here. You can see the search button here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So another one is, somebody saying, please, the signature, are you going to sign anything, or you are going to sign your signature, unless it is not a professional need. I don't know why you'll be thinking about signing any other thing. Somebody's asking for your signature. Your signature, you put your signature. So somebody say, how will I sign when I'm not using a MacBook? Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. Waiting consign MacBook and waiting with sign. You can sign with your phone. What you are signing is just a document, and what is prompting the signature is the Dropbox, not the laptop or the device you are using. You don't have to use a your device has no business with how you sign it or why you are going to sign it. Do you understand? You are going to sign it with your phone. You can use your phone the same way you use your phone to to drag something, your hand. In the same way you're going to use your phone, okay, just give me a moment. I have my phone here with me. So I'm trying to go to my email ID to know if I can access the signature. So I'm click on it. I'm clicking on the signature. That is the documents. So let me open it and let me show you guys. And let me know if I can show you guys. So now it's opened, but because I have signed the signature, it's now told me what? The signature request has been what? Closed, meaning that I have signed it. Yeah. But had it been it is not closed, I'm seeing the option for me to sign. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can do all of that with just your phone. So you are going to receive the email. So if you are going to, if you can access your email box from your phone, all you just need to do is click on, where is that? Where is the email? This is it. So you are going to see the inbox, the message on your inbox. And once you click review and sign with your phone, it's going to give you the option to do what? To sign. So the kind of device you use really have no say in you being able to execute this. This Dropbox, they scatter me. Sorry, gather yourself. The truth is, a lot of CRMs we are going to talk in the future. But once you're able to rewatch this video and take your weekend to play around these tools, by the time we come back on Tuesday, you will notice that they are easy. Like I said, all these things are already there for you. Your own is just to click. Oh, I'm looking for photos. You click on photo. Oh, I'm looking for signatures. You click on your signature. I'm looking for the file, shared. You remember I said something like shared are the ones people shared with you. So you click on shared and you see any file that somebody have probably shared with you in the past. Do you understand the gist? So they are really, really easy. Like, so somebody saying, please, what is the time range for this meeting? It's supposed to be 3 hours, but today class, I spent most of the time talking before the class started. So our other class is we are going to keep to time, please, guys. So somebody say, can we use this Google Drive depending on what is required of you? Yes. It is app close. Somebody is saying, hi, I'm trying to see this question. It is an app close to Microsoft Word or document. It's okay, we are answering. So guys, I'm just going to talk about Coursera so that we go. If you have any further concerns, once the group is open on Monday, that is why the group is open in the first place, for you to ask questions. So it also give you ample time to go through the video or explore most of the things we talked about, and you write down your questions. As soon as the group is open, you can go ahead and start asking those questions. And by Monday, we will start creating our accountability groups. And when we create that accountability group, it will be okay for you to join. Why did I say join? Accountability group, they don't lock it. It is for those that are willing to be active, not those that are busy with work or those that will always say, oh, I don't like plenty chats. The chat is killing my head. The chat is driving me crazy. Please, the accountability group is not for you. I'm not the one responsible for the accountability group. Those that are responsible, I'm going to tag them. They are going to create it. And when you join, you have to be active. That is like all the questions you have here. They can be addressed in the accountability group even before we come the next class. Do you understand? So by tomorrow or next tomorrow, once I pick my admins, I'm going to make them create the accountability groups and they will share the link. Make sure you're not joining 2 groups so that you don't just go and fill up the whole place. Join just one accountability group so that you'll be very, very active in that one. Anywhere where you join, be active. Remember, you are not doing us a favor to be active or to be a floor member. Whichever one you choose, you are not doing us a favor. You are here to help yourself, and it will be amazing if you are intentional about it. So for the Coursera, we are expected to apply for 2 financial aid on Coursera, and the courses we are going to look for is IT support. So IT support is a course that's going to give you the troubleshooting support part of everything we are going to do. It's going to give you the idea of how IT, the technical part works, and it's also help you to get certificate. For those of you that always certificate, even though nobody's going to ask you for certificate, but this is Nigeria, so people are very good when it comes to certificates. Some of them have 30, but they are still jobless without anything to show for the certificate. The idea is that when you are here, your focus should be what? On learning, because it's that skills that people are going to ask you to, can you show me how you can drive my company to success? They want you to showcase the skill, not your certificate. So But I expect that you apply for this course and I want you to take it. And I do not mean click, and finish. I mean, take it with all your heart and finish it with all your heart, pass all the assignments with all your heart, with your full chest. So we are going to be looking at technical support, fundamental. There are two courses. I don't know what I'm typing, Sha. Technical. Okay, so there are two. One is technical support fundamental and one is IT support. So this one, we have this one, and we have a wait, when this one open, let's see the one that it's opening. You can see we have technical support fundamental, and the second one is IT support. IT support. Wait, though. Sorry. IT. Wait, why is it not? I thought I highlighted it. IT support. So this is the two. Do you understand? Can you people see me? See my screen?
Yes.
So I've taken, you can see, I've taken these courses, and I took these courses around, I think maybe 2016 or 2017. So the idea is that we are going to apply for financial aid. Financial aid is that these are paid courses, but we are looking for ways to take it forward for free. Do you understand what I'm saying? We are looking for ways to take these courses for free. So now I'm going to show you guys what is expected of you to do. So when you open the course, you will see a road forward for free. So if you can see that it is boldly written, if you click this enroll for free, it means that you are enrolling for free for only 7 days. So if you don't finish this course within 7 days, they were going to take their access and you're expected to do what? To pay. Do you understand?
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let me sign in, sorry. So that I'll be able to show what I'm doing. Favor. So you'll be expected to do what? To make payments. So let me go to here. You can see that I'm already enrolled on this one. That is why I wanted to, but you can see I've taken this course already. So instead of you to, but let me show the one that will show you, that will show that enroll for free. So you can see this enroll for free. Once you enroll for free, you are going to only have access for 7 days. After 7 days, you'll be asked to pay. So for the patient ones, we are not expected to click this enroll for free. Once you click it, you will not be able to see this one. Can you see how this tiny, they wrote this one? Financial what? Aid available. Remember, it's not all the courses on Coursera that have financial aid, but for these ones we are doing, we are lucky that it have what? Financial aid. So we are going to click on financial aid. You can see it here. So you click on financial aid and it's going to ask you, this is the original price, $49, and this is going to be, I think it's monthly in case you are not able to finish it in a month. And the courses are many, but the one we are going to take is what? The first one, technical support fundamental. Do you understand? So we pick the first one, and you go to what? Next. So when we go to next, if you see the course you selected, and they say application can take you up to 16 days to be reviewed. So it will, if you apply for it today, it will take up to 15 days, 60 days for you to get response from their team that, oh, it has been rejected or it has been what? Approved. But when you finish your application today, you're going to get a notification email that they received your application. Do you understand? So now, you come here and they tell you enroll. Remember, don't click enroll. If you click this enroll, it means you are still enrolling for what? The 7 days access. Do you understand? So you try to avoid this button. Don't click enroll. You are going to continue with your what? Your application. So you click on your application and it will take you to where you can write the reason why you want this financial aid. Avoid sub-stories. The only thing necessary is what? Your professional should I say the professional benefits? Oh, taking this course, I'm currently taking a course on IT support, and I think, and taking this particular, having access to financial aid to take this course will give me the necessary, should I say, skills that would enable me to do what? To get the job, or just write something professional. Just come up with something professional, not sub stories. Anything that, oh, I recently left secondary school, but there's no money for me to go to university. All those things they will not even read it. Do you understand? So you have to tell them how the course will benefit you professionally. I don't know why it is not loading for me. I take my internet. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, you can hear.
So I want to know why it is not loading for me. So don't worry, guys. Once we are done with this, we are ending today's class. Let me know why this is not opening. Fundamental. Let me see why it's not opening. I can apparently take it to, let's check here. My internet is top notch now. So what is happening? Can some of you see open your own? I think their own internet is down. Look at almost everything I open is closing. So I'm feeling that their own internet is down. Not mine.
Okay. You mean on Dropbox?
No.
No.
This Coursera. I'm trying to
Coursera
open.
It's loading here.
It's loading on your part. Mine is not loading again. It stopped loading. It was loading before until now. And I just need to come off this part and we are good to go. So let me try.
I think it's the
Coursera.
Oh, probably.
Let's see. God help my soul. I only want to do this and get done with that. It's still not opening for me here.
I use another probably
I'm using different browsers at mom. This is Google Chrome. The other one is Edge. This one is Edge.
Oh.
The other one is Google Chrome. So it's not opening. So
I think it's the Wi-Fi.
So if I decide to change my internet, it might affect your class. So if this doesn't work, maybe when we come back on Tuesday, that is the first thing we are going to do. But I could have loved that it works so that the information I'm going to share later today will be comprehensive. So I sincerely want it to work so that I can show you guys around and that is that. I don't know why it decides. Just a moment. Let me know if my internet will be able to disconnect. Just a moment. I hope my internet doesn't disconnect.
No, we can still hear you.
I'm here to do what I want to do. I'm trying to connect to another internet. Let me check. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
We can hear you.
You guys can hear me now, Abi?
Yes.
Okay, now let me know if it works. So we remember we have passed all these parts. You click you forget, don't do a row, go to continue. And under continue, I said, remember not to tell sub stories, right? Make sure that whatever reason you are giving is a very professional reason. This is my reason. I wrote this in like 2018 or 17. And I'm still proud of myself, even though I don't even understand some of the things I said, but I didn't tell sub story. So you come here, you answer this question, you fill this form. So the form says your education. So what is your educational like qualification? Please, somebody needs to mute herself or himself. What is your educational qualification? Simitayo and the rest. So you pick your educational qualification here. If high school, I think high school is university, secondary school, right? Then some college could be College of Education and all of that. College is university, master degree. Then if it is maybe other vocational training, maybe you can do with what? Others. Then you pick that. Having picked that, they will ask you, what is your annual income? How much can you earn in a year? How much do you earn in a year? When you calculate all the money you make in a year, how much is it? So you come here, you impute it. So if I tell someone I'm earning $500 in a year, that person already know that this person is very poor. $500 is like, I'm not even earning up to 400K in a year. Do you understand? So the person should pity me. My life is hard. Then in USD, or you can still put it in Naira if you can find Naira here. Then you come here, what is your employment status? Your employment is, are you a full-time? Of course, if you are telling me you're a full-time employer or employee, then you should be able to afford the cost, right? If you say you're unemployed, it's pitiable though, but they can give. If you say you're a student, it's understandable. But there's no way you tell me you are full-time employed and you want to grab an opportunity made for people who are jobless. Do you understand? So you pick the one that you think will best describe why you need the financial aid. Then you come here. They're asking you, can you tell the reason why? They say reason you apply for this aid. And first of all, look at this place. The word you are going to write have to be at least 150 words word. If what you are writing here is not up to 150, it will not save. It will not, you cannot submit. It will give you red. It will highlight red marker here, meaning that you have not done what they ask you to do. It means whatever you're writing inside this box have to be what? At least 150 words. So like I said, I recently finished my college education and want to improve myself while I wait full-time employment. I currently do not have a source of income, and this is one of I think English try to speak that reasons I shall be grateful if I'm granted financial aid. I've always looked forward to doing a lot of courses on Coursera, but finance restrictions have always been an issue. I was excited when I saw that I can apply for financial. So you can just write something professionally and bet me you will get it. And you can use one financial aid reason. So as you type, you can be copying it and be pasting somewhere. You can use one reason to apply for more than one job. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that you don't have to come and keep typing and retyping and retyping. You can use one reason to apply for more than one financial aid. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Then when you are done, remember to click on this button. I have reviewed my information and everything is up to what? Date. Click on it to highlight next. Then you go to next. So next, they're asking you how much can you afford to pay out of $49. How much can you pay? And all on their own, they decided to say I should be able to pay 25K, and they could have said what? No. Do you get? I said I don't have money. I cannot afford to pay, right? Then they will not ask you, how will your selected course help with your goals? And they said 0 to what? 150 words. So whatever you are selecting here, whatever reason you are giving here, just like the first one, it have to be at least 150 words. Do you understand me? So you cannot click inside. Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
So you cannot click inside and type everything you need to type. And when you are done, make sure that it's up to 150 And the next thing is that you're going to click on these buttons, accepting what? Terms and condition. And the next place that you people usually have problem is here. Can somebody tell me what you are expected to do in this box?
Agreement.
What are you expected to do inside this box?
You agree to the terms and condition.
Type yes.
No. They said, please type the following sentence, and they put the sentence here for you. So what you expected to do is to just type this exact thing you have here inside this box. Do you understand?
Okay. Repeat. Yeah.
I said
Yes.
this English has already told you what to do. They said, please type the following sentence. So now you copy this thing, just copy it in case you are lazy to type. Copy it and put it inside here. Do you understand? And when you are done, you click you are not a robot to confirm that you're a human. Check, they say they are looking for cars. So you check all the pictures that have cars. Do you understand? Anyone that have car, you click on it. Anyone that have car, you click what? On it. And when you are done, verify. You can see that I have verified that I'm not a robot. And do you know why it is not highlighted here?
Yes.
Why?
Because you have not completed some of the important.
Because I did not write this place. I did not fill in. Because I did not fill in, how will your selected course help you with your goal? Do you understand? So once you are able to type this part, it will automatically be highlighted for you to review and submit. So you use your own hand, tell them why this course. You're currently taking a course, or you want to change your career path. Just say something that kind of make them know that the course is going to be beneficial to you, maybe your career path, maybe your current role, maybe help you get a new promotion, and so on and so forth. So you type it, and when you are done, you review and save and submit. And when you submit, you can do the same. So I'm going to share the link to the course. So this is the course I want us to take. I'm going to share the link to the chat. You can copy it and paste somewhere. I'm also going to reshare it later at night when I'm going to share the link to the what is it called, to the update group and so on and so forth. I'm still going to share it with you. Do you understand? Do you know what I'm saying? So but for now,
yes.
So for now, these are the courses you guys are going to take. Then when we come on Tuesday, somebody should please kindly remind me. Please, am I sending it to individual? I'm sending it to. Okay, Chinoso is just chatting me now. So when we come on Tuesday, somebody should kindly remind me to talk about Google Skill Shop. I don't know if I will remember, but we need to talk about it. It's just a very small, it's not going to take 2 minutes to talk about, but I just want you guys to know about it because I know some of us don't know that something like that exists. So we're going to talk about it when we come on Tuesday morning. Somebody should remind me, Biko, in case my memory decides to forget. So guys, at this junction, I'm tired and I need to.
I have a question.
Okay.
The course, can we start applying for it?
Yes, that's why I showed. If you can apply for it, fine. If you cannot apply for it, you can wait for the video to be ready. You follow the step. But if you can apply for it, which is simple, just you clicking on the link I shared and moving down to financial aid and follow all the prompts, because of course they're asking you, pick the one you want, complete this form like that. It's so easy. You can see it's very easy. So if you can do that, you can apply today, because the earlier you apply, the earlier you get your approval. Abby, they say 16 days. So your 16 days start counting the day you apply. So the better. So that before our class is half gone, you have started getting your responses, because I also want to talk a little bit about it when the class is still going. So that if there's any experience, anything you encounter, we can just have a way to have a discussion around it as well. Then for today, I sincerely appreciate you guys. I was looking forward to seeing people fighting on the comment section, but people no fights. This is a good sign. Sometimes in old classes, some people who are not co-admins are somehow jealous with co-admins. I don't know why. If anything, if the co-admin does anything, they try to attack them beyond recognition. So I tried to go through the chat and I didn't see any of that. So I appreciate how you guys were able to, be a little bit patient with everybody. And for those that are hanging, or you think all you just need to do is calm down. You see this class, we are going to crack this nut together. I don't ask my old students, I don't allow people hanging. So today is the first day, and you hanging, you not understanding, everything sound like Chinese is much allowed. But as the class goes on, after next week, I don't expect you to come and tell me that you don't get, you don't understand, unless you are not even putting any effort at all to understand. The idea is whatever I've discussed today, you guys can still discuss it in the accountability groups. You can still get needed help. You can still go out there, explore as much as you can. I want, when I see you guys ask questions, I want the questions to sound intelligently, meaning that you have done your background job. Then if there is nothing you feel you don't understand, the least you can do is check Google. Oh, I don't understand what Dropbox is. Then you check Google, ask Google, what is the meaning? Don't say, Google, tell me how to use. No, don't ask, don't learn how to use it without knowing what it is for, what it's used for, right? So tell Google, please, what is Dropbox? Then you keep learning bit by bit. Before you know it, all these things will start sinking. Like I said, you don't expect to understand everything today. Like some of you have never even joined Zoom meeting before. So those kind of people, you need time. You need to give your brain time. That is why the class is recorded, so that you can watch it as many times as you can until your head open, you go enter, right? So you don't need to panic. The video is going to be with you for a long time, at least more than 6 months or 6 months. So you are going to learn as much as you can, as long as you are winning. But again, I want to make it clear, my class not today easy. My class is not that class that you will come to class, you will not do anything, you come to another class and you expect at the end of the training, manners will be dropping on your laps. La lie. Ask every of my students that I post about that are doing so well. They put in the work. I literally feel their efforts. I can mention names. Some of you know Maha on Facebook. Some of you know Judith, Memsi. I can mention more than 1,000 names on Facebook that are doing so well in this community. And most of you know these guys. And I will tell you for free that these people didn't come to my class to play. You literally feel what these people are doing during their section. I cannot tell anybody what Maha did during her time. Maha, everybody in her class know her. And I can't tell people how many jobs she have or how many people how many people that are even working for her. The truth is, as long as you are putting needed effort, you see job, now you go run from job. But if you are not putting effort, sorry, there are a lot of forces are already working against us. Your village people, you being in Nigeria, so many things. So you need to go above and beyond to be that person you see others are, right? So there's my company, one of my company logo is build a house you want to live in. So any kind of house you think you want to live in this community, we have given you all the materials you need. So it is left for you to build a house. If you want to come and complain next year, remember, I know they give job, I don't guarantee job. So as long as at least 50% of my students are doing well, I've done a great job. So it is not left for you to do your own part of the job, right? So if you feel you are lagging behind, ask questions. Don't be shy. Join accountability group. I know why I'm saying this, because I have capable hands. There are people who are going to be there and they are going to provide you all the needed help. If you think the group is too noisy, mute the group, but don't delete or remove yourself from the group, because you are going to be needing the group until the end of this class. That is where I share every details. The meeting link, every update is in the group. So don't exit the group until after the training. After the training and you feel like exiting the group, you are welcome. But if you exit the group after the training and you come back to ask for help, once I notice that you're not in the group, sorry, I don't know you. So one of the reasons you stay in the group for a long time is for you to be groomed, get all needed help, you get your job, do all of that, and all, just be fine and be an independent contractor. Then you are fine. That's why our students that graduated as far back as 2021, all of us still there here, they grind them together and they are doing big things together, right? So Yeah, once again, welcome to Digital Witch, and I look forward to your assignment by Monday. The video will be ready, and once it is ready, I'm going to update the group and let everybody know that the video is ready, that you should check your Google Drive, shared with me option, give you the name of the folder. And if you have any concern, please wait until the group is open, then you will drop your concern, and me and my co-admins will be happy to assist you solve those problems. Thank you so much, and see you guys again on Tuesday. Bye-bye. This one nobody did talk. I said I don't try to they hear my voice. So don't worry. I'm going.
Bye-bye.
I'm going. Man, I know verse. I don't they go.
All right.
Ekwe,
I'm already going. Don't come
Bye.
my
Ekwe, don't go yet. please.
my throat is dry.
Ekwe, don't go yet.
Who
Some
get that?
people,
Who get that voice?
Ekwe,
Who they call me Ekwe since?
it's me, Kizito. Some people would like you to repeat the assignment.
The assignment
He's
is
on the group now.
somebody already shared it. Progress, I beg share them again. The assignment is summarize whatever we talked about, all the stuff we talked about. This focusing, I mentioned 4 points. Focus on what IT services is or are. Then SLA. I want you guys to understand that SLA because a lot of you are going to have issues with that SLA, especially when you join a company. Then Google Drive and Dropbox. This 4 things. Just focus. And I did not say don't go on the internet to copy and paste for me. If not, all of them I go write the same thing and I will just laugh. The idea is go to the internet to read as much as you can. Then use your head. Summarize what you learn. I think it's better that way. So that all of us we have different views. I want to see different views. That way, as I read, anyone want to understand me, say if you can understand your own. And other people also get to, have diverse ideas. Maybe the term sequitors they use is too difficult. Your own term might be very easy. You may explain things better than me, So I think it's better if we just understand and summarize it from our head. You can also get screenshots to support your view. Go to the internet, get screenshots to support whatever you're typing. That would be great.
Okay.
Copper. You don't know why I say copper for my life.
One more thing, this Coursera, is it necessary to fill out the profiles or should we just keep that for now?
You fill it. I just said apply for if you know you want to take the course. It's not everybody that may want to, but I tell people to. I'm not telling you to take it because of certificates. I'm telling you to take it because of the knowledge and skill you will get from it. Like me, I don't care about certificates in my life. I can't even remember the last time I'm applying for a job and they ask me, can you submit this? I have never done that. Even Microsoft, I know submit. So the idea is the skills because that is what they are going to test you on. So if you can take the course, you should take the course and learn as much as you can. Do you understand? So the idea of you applying today is that you have, like I said, it will take you like at least 16 days for them to approve. So if you're applying today, it means that your 16 days have started counting. Do you get? So that you don't get your own approved when our class don't they end, then you just be only you struggling. But if everybody apply almost maybe within the same week, I saw that are taking it. Maybe if I'm stuck in module 3 and that person have passed module 3, the person who don't pass module 3 will not help me. Do you understand the point? Yeah.
That's right.
So that is that. Oh my sweet Jesus. So see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.